Accu-Stats Video Productions presents from the Sands Hotel in Reno, Nevada, the 17th annual Sands Regency Open. Along with Buddy Hall, I'm Bill Incardona, and this is the final match of the Sands Regency number 17. The two finalists are from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of the veterans of the game, and a very well-liked player and man of the city of brotherly love, Jimmy Fusco. And he's playing someone who's really well known, particularly from this area. He's also a former champion here at the Sands, Kim Davenport. Well, buddy, Jimmy just played Mike Massey to earn his berth into the finals. And he was a little nervous because, as you know as well as I, that Jimmy Fusco hasn't been in this light or this position in about 20 years. What do you think he feels like right now?
Very nervous. Very nervous. This is a position where everybody gets nervous. Sometimes a person from here can hit you with a panic stroke. You know what I mean? Afraid to miss and don't. You know what I mean? And some people, Kim has to be the favorite. Now whether it'll work out that way or not, we don't know. We'll just have to come and see.
Well, I think that if Jimmy's going to relax, it's going to be in the first half of the match. I think in the second half of the match, that's when more of the pressures come into play. But if he's going to win this match, he's going to have to take an early lead in the match. I don't think he can come from behind and win it. I like to see him play well. I know Kim figures to play well. He's been playing well all week long.
Kim's been playing real hard.
I was talking to Kim Davenport a couple days ago when he played Alan Hopkins. After he defeated Alan Hopkins, and I said to him, I don't remember the last time I seen this demeanor that you have right now. I think it was when you defeated Earl Strickland in the finals here at the Sands. And he says, that's right. He says, I really have intensity. I just hope that I can keep it throughout the week. So apparently he must have been able to keep it.
You know, as far as performance records and stuff like that, I guess you have to give Kim a heavy advantage as far as shot making goes, and you have to give him a big advantage as far as the break goes. So now the only thing that would give Jimmy just a slight edge in would be just the maneuverability of the game. So taking that into consideration, it figures to be a little closer match than what people would think it would be.
Providing Jimmy can keep it together mentally.
Right. Kim is, you don't want to get careless early. You know, you get too loose, get too careless, get too free swinging. It can make things happen. Now see, he's at a bad spot here on this ball.
He's going to have to play it in the corner, maybe, because the side pocket really doesn't offer that big of an entry. If he plays it in the side, he's going to opt to follow it. He has to hit this fairly accurate in order for the pocket to accept it.
He had to hit it real accurate. But he's hitting the pocket.
He has been hitting the pocket since the tournament began, and he certainly has hit it in the first rack of the final match. Game number one goes to Kim Davenport, a former Sands Open champion, and he takes the early lead in the match 1-0.
Well, we don't know how Jimmy plays yet.
Right, we don't know exactly how he is going to respond to the challenge, the pressures that are out there. I must be on mic 1. Well, my volume's down to 5 and Buddy's is up to 10, and you're having a problem hearing him. There's the corner ball. Good action off of the break, not only with the balls, but also the cue ball coming to a stop immediately after breaking the balls. And I don't know if he has a shot. I don't believe he can see the one ball here, but he may be able to go rail first from the angle that I have. I really can't tell if he has that available or not.
Well, do you duck here? I think a good safety here is to play across the top of the one, banking the one like 2 rails out, sending the cue ball over behind the 9. You see the shot I'm talking about?
You're going to have to hit the one very thinly. Now, you run the risk of also scratching off the 9 there. If you hit the bottom cushion and then going into the 9, you may scratch in that pocket.
Yeah.
This is a risky shot.
He's playing it. He's hitting it with a draw shot.
Well, if he hits it with a draw shot, that's certainly an indication that he's playing the ball with intentions to play some sort of position.
So you don't want to start getting careless right off the bat.
Exactly. And you don't want to take Jimmy Fusco lightly, regardless of his subpar performance in the semifinals, because
right out of my mouth.
if he comes to life right here, Jimmy definitely is capable of defeating not only Kim Davenport, but any other player in the world.
I played Jimmy years ago, and Jimmy is a good player, solid player. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cross over you there. But Jimmy, I think, is a very fine player. I've seen him play top players.
In this first rack for Jimmy right here will answer most of the questions whether or not he can respond to the pressure and the challenge. As we all know, late in the match against Massey, he faltered, but was still able to pull it out at the end. This is the first rack. He should have a few jitters, but not as many as he's going to have at the end of the match. But right now, he should be a little bit nervous. But I look for him. To do well at the beginning of the match.
I had a match game once with Jimmy, and I was playing as fine a pool, maybe the best pool of my life at that time. And well, we played a long time. Played real close too.
Well, I think he's fallen a little bit out of line. He's got an awkward angle on the 3. If you notice, the lower left-hand corner pocket is not open for the 4-ball pass there. The six is blocking that pocket. If he comes down table here to the lower right-hand corner, he does have the side in the upper left-hand corner. And from the angle that he has on the 3, suggests that he's going to either have to do that or go 2 cushions around the 4.
Yeah, 2 cushions around the 4 is the shot I like. Well, he overhit it. He's going to play the side.
He's going to have a shot for the side, and
that's pretty nice right there.
If he has any angle at all, he'll be able to work with this shot. If he has to cut it to the right, then he'll go forward. If he has to cut it to the left, then he'll go behind the 7. So he had to cut it to the right slightly, and he went the cushion and out. Now he wants to keep the angle or attain the angle so he doesn't have to interfere with the 9 on the shot. So
right.
He has to stay on the right-hand side of the table. In an earlier match with Kim Davenport, between Kim Davenport and Jimmy Fusco, Fusco missed the 9 3 times in that match. Davenport went on to win that match 13 games to 7. This is a race to 15.
Did he get straight in on this ball?
No, he seems to be okay because there's no indecision what to do, so therefore that's certainly an indication. Now keep in mind, in an earlier match between these two competitors, Fusco missed the 9 3 times, and already in the second game of this match, he's found himself out of line on the 9.
Well, he's got a
good safety. He can shoot the 9 ball 2 cushions at the other end of the table, securing the cue ball against the bottom cushion.
He's playing the ball.
Beautiful shot. If any area of the game Jimmy excels over Kim Davenport, you just saw the area
The
right there.
banking end
The
of
banking
it.
game. After game number 2, this match is tied up 1 game apiece. But I'd have to make I'd hate to have to make a living banking the 9 like that to win a game.
Yeah, especially playing Kim Davenport.
Yeah, he has to be real careful not to get blown out early, because if he can manage to stay with Kim in the early stages of the match, I give him a chance. But if he falters in the early stages, I don't think he's going to come anywhere near Kim, when it's all over.
I've never seen Jimmy with this. I haven't seen him in a long time like this.
Now, he hit the break extremely well there. He hit the 1 ball very solidly, and really didn't get rewarded for as well as he did hit the 1 ball. Let's go back to that shot on the 9 ball. He had to stiffen this shot, and look at the 9 traveling down the table in perfect line for the corner pocket. It's gone in 1 game for Fusco, 1 game for Davenport.
If people will notice the action of the cue ball there, the way you hold a ball like that, a lot of people think you draw that shot. Well, you don't draw it. In fact, though you may hit it with just a touch above center English, will give you a much tighter line with that particular bank.
Yeah, with the high ball, you even shorten it up more so than you would with the low ball.
Right.
Kim Davenport steps to the table, has a nice shot on the 1. The 2 balls positioned in between the 3 and the 5 near the foot spot, to the right of the foot spot. There's a channel between the 7 and 8. The cue ball will come down, which it has.
This is different.
Yeah, he definitely has a decision to make here. He can play it in the corner or also in the side. If he plays it in the corner, he figures to attain a better shot on the 3.
He don't want to get unlucky and hit the 5 full here and end up scooting up behind the 7, which is a possibility. If you hit the 5 full just a hair to the right-hand side, you could end up behind the 7.
That's a very good observation, buddy. If he shoots the 2 in the side and hits the 5 ball full in the face, there's a chance. There's a slight chance the cue ball will then crawl behind the 7. He doesn't want to have that happen. So he split hit the 5 and the 7, and the cue ball still managed to work its way behind the 7 just a little bit. I don't believe he can pocket the 3 in the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah, he may have a shot at it.
In the lower right-hand corner he can, but it's a difficult shot. And if he's able to pocket it in the lower right-hand corner, watch out for the 2-cushion scratch.
The 5 is a big ball, too. The 5 is big here.
Kim's being very, very deliberate now with his play, making sure that he gets the right angle on the 5 to drop nicely onto the 6. Taking a walk around to find out exactly where he needs to be on the 5.
Kim's really focused, it looks to me like he really wants to win. This is funny.
Yes, he has to come back a little bit, and the angle that he has on the 6 may preclude him from coming back, so it looks like he's going to force it to the bottom cushion and then up toward the 7.
Yeah, he had to get high on it in order to be able to play position on the 8. He's not showing any weaknesses.
No, he definitely became focused to play, that's for sure. The desire's there, he's well focused. Jim Fusco is going to have an awfully difficult time beating Kim Davenport today. At the end of game number 3, Kim Davenport leads the match 2-1.
If Jimmy doesn't break off of the side rail, he's going to have a lot of trouble.
This is the shot that he had on the 3 ball. Notice the speed that he hits it with, a very soft speed. Hitting it with a soft speed sort of like diminishes the accuracy of the shot somewhat, but despite him hitting it with that soft speed, he hit the 3 ball in the center of the pocket and then ran the remaining balls on the table. He's back at the table in preparation to break the balls in game number 4. No, he's been getting the wing ball. That's the second time that I can recall that he's gotten the wing ball.
You've got to break off the side rail here. You have to do it.
Buddy noticed that a long time ago.
3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago. He said you must break off the side rail, because breaking off the side rail, you open up the balls better and you get the wing ball. And if you can get the wing ball and control the cue ball off the break, you can string together 3, 4, possibly even 5 racks. And we're talking about the upper echelon players now. When they start getting the wing ball off the break,
yeah,
it could be all
Katie bar the door then. You play for the corner or the side here, Bill?
Well, that's a nice shot playing for the side if he's able to hit the long rail. If he has the angle to cut it in the side and hit the long rail, then the short rail, he can work his way around for position on the 4. If he cannot hit the long rail, he may have a problem.
If he follows this ball, the 5's in play. If he draws it, the 5 and the 6 is in play.
Okay, the 5 was in play, nearly brushing it, but safely passing the 5. Okay, now this is a decision here, buddy. You know, he can force this out in between the 6 and the 8, or he can draw it straight back like a stiff draw. So therefore, he has an option, so he has to make a decision in what shot he likes best.
Well, if you're really good at hitting the pocket, you can go ahead and slam this in. But if you have a little trouble hitting the center of the pocket here, then you got to finesse draw it.
And that's exactly the way I play it, finesse draw it, because I do have a problem hitting the pocket.
He elected to draw it too.
Well, the angle that he had, or at least that he felt out there, must have been a little bit different than the one we saw. So possibly it suggested that the finesse draw was more in line. That's how he went to it and got good results.
Kimmer is hard to deal with. Does he have to come up and down? Can he just stop there?
Well, apparently he can stop. He's elevating, which suggests that he's going to pocket the 6 and then stop.
Straight in?
Yeah, he's straight in now, and it looks like he may have to draw back for a position on the side pocket. Something that he didn't want, but he's forced to do that now.
Yeah, he can live with that, though. That's the way to do it.
Placing the cue ball in perfect line for the 9. This is game number 4. Kim Davenport now leads 3 games to 1. How do you remedy the corner ball? What can you possibly do that's legal to remedy the corner ball?
Rack it low on the spot.
Rack them low on the spot.
That drives the corner ball to the end rail. You understand what I'm saying?
I do and I don't.
Well, if you rack them on the lower part of the spot, the 8 has a tendency to hit the bottom rail.
Hit the point or the bottom cushion.
Right.
Now, Kim is more or less supervising the racking of the balls here, so therefore it's going to be difficult for Jim to rack them lower than he has been racking them.
Well, he may never think of that anyway.
Well, he probably hasn't. But he thought of something, because Kim obviously pulled him up.
Well, you can tell where the 8 hits, you can tell how they're racked.
Let's take a look at the 8 in relation to the pocket after the break, and we'll find out exactly.
Tilting the balls won't help. The 8 still goes in.
Oh, there goes the wing ball once again. And the one ball is going to end up on the bottom cushion, and the cue ball went forward. See, if you make the corner ball, which he has been regularly, then what you need to do is control the cue ball. Once you start controlling the cue ball and still getting the wing ball, then it's all over.
Right. This is about the first decision that Jim's had to.
Well, Kim's probably saying to himself, I'll just push about an inch off the rail because I know I can make this.
Yeah.
Jimmy's a little shaky right now, and he'll probably pass it back to me. If he passes it to me, I'll just cut it in. And if he shoots it, he figures to miss it. But maybe he has another thought. Does he have a safety in mind?
No, he's shooting. Kim's not ducking, he's shooting.
Very difficult shot. He has to go to the length of the table, the full 9 feet, and then hit the one ball very thinly if he is shooting.
Right. He got away with it. Oh, it creeped out.
I don't know if it creeped out or not. It may have. Okay, let's say that he has a shot on the 1. You draw the cue ball toward the 2
You
and
take
hopes to
it,
go in between the 2-5.
right, you take it between the 2-5. You don't think about the 2, you just worry about missing the 5.
I myself would just worry about making the ball.
And missing the 5.
I myself would worry about making the ball.
You wouldn't shoot this ball, Billy, and run into the 5.
I might play safe.
See, that's where Kim has it over Jimmy right there, is pocketing the ball.
Absolutely. And coming with the come shot is such a big part of 9-ball.
It's all of 9-ball,
It's
just
really
about.
a big part of 9-ball. And that's where I really fall behind in today's game. You know, years ago I could come with that first shot, that tough shot, and get in line and run the balls. I'm having major problems in that area now, buddy. What can I do?
Watch Earl. Earl Strickland is the best come with the first shot man in the business. Don't you think?
Well, he's one of them. I mean, there's some quality shot makers on the tour today. Jose Perique is one of them.
Yeah.
You can't count out Efren Reyes. Mike Siegel's another one.
Oh, Mike Siegel is probably shoots straighter than anybody on this planet.
Even straighter than Tom Mix.
Yeah, Mike has got such a true stroke. He can just hit where he looks.
Okay, another area of the game that Jimmy excels in is in the kicking game. He bangs extremely well and he kicks well.
Well, that'd be a good idea to hit this one. And he did. It might not save him, but at least there's not a 1-9 combination.
Let's take a look at this 7-ball near the side pocket while Kim's pondering over this position. Possibly it'll tell the story. Well, okay, he's going to get back down. Okay.
There it is.
It may not be able to go on the side of the 7. And if it doesn't go on the side, that's really a problem ball.
Yeah. Well, the 6 is laying ideally to either drag the cue ball straight over to the rail or come 2 rails around for the 7.
That's true. If you have a preference of what pocket to play position for on the 7,
He
it'll be
missed
the
that.
lower left-hand corner pocket.
He
It looks
missed
like
it and hooked him.
right. Jimmy has a jump cue that's readily available, and he plays with it quite well.
I don't think he'll even consider the jump shot here.
And why do you say that?
I don't know. I just got a feeling he's going to try to knock the 1 toward the 4-6. Keep the cue ball laying on this side of the table. Come 2 rails. 2 rails, kick it toward the 4-6 and leave the cue ball on this side of the table. You got to put blockers down there. You got to kick it toward interference. Now he's considering the jump shot, but I don't think he'll consider that because if he jumps it, he's going to jump the table when he hits the 1. If he shoots the jump shot here, he'll jump the table when he hits the 1.
Well, maybe you can just jump it, not to make it, but jump it to go 2 cushions and out with it, controlling the cue ball, maybe putting it around the area of the 5 or behind the 5 possibly.
He's going to kick 2 rails behind it and kick it toward the 4-6. Keeping the cue ball on this side of the table.
Now what happened to the 7, Rick? We took a picture of the 7 a short while ago. It wouldn't go then. Does it go now?
And now it's in a much tougher spot than it was before.
It is.
Because now you only have one place to play it, and that's down in this corner. Is he banking it? Oh.
Well, that certainly alleviates the problem of the 7.
What was he trying to do then? Cross over it?
I don't know what he was trying to do, but
maybe trying to kiss it off the 7?
it was really a blunder. He's opened up the entire rack by moving the 7 and missing the ball. He certainly has opened up the door in this particular game.
Well, Jimmy's out of line on the first ball.
Yeah, he's not as straight as he actually wanted to get.
He's jumping a little bit. He's a little nervous.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely nervous. He's
now he's
definitely
got to go
nervous.
up and down here. Jimmy's forte is one pocket and bank pool. He would rather play those games. But he plays good 9-ball. The only problem, he just doesn't play much 9-ball.
I don't really see an accessible route to the 4 here.
One rail. Oh.
I don't think he could have played it 1 rail. He had too much of an angle, so he had to play it in between the 9 and the pocket. And you know, if he would have had the angle to play it 1 rail, he probably would have done that.
Is he going to bank this?
Absolutely, absolutely. He banked the 9. What makes you think he wouldn't bank the 4? Yeah, he's definitely going to bank it. He's close to the ball. He figures to hit it. Figures to hit it good. Now, if he comes down the table 2 cushions or 1 cushion near the spot area, the foot spot, then that's the ideal position to be in. But that's a little risky. He has to have real good speed to do that. If he stays on the left-hand side of the table, then he can play position for the 7 in the upper right-hand corner. What would you do?
I would play to the same side, to the left-hand side of the 6.
Okay, in other words, you would take the safe route.
Right.
Which obviously is the best route.
But Jimmy took the route.
Yeah, he took the other route. Now he's in much better line taking this route than
Right,
the other route. But this is much more difficult to attain this angle than it was the other. He did show a little courage there, you know.
Jimmy's
choosing
managing
that
the game. He manages the game very well. If he could hit the pocket, you know what I mean, if his shot making is good this match, then we're going to have a good match because he manages the game about as well as anybody.
It's game number 5. Jim Fusco now with 2 to Kim Davenport's 3.
Now,
I'm kind of curious. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, let's see what Kim was trying to do with the 1 off the 7 here. Here you go. I believe he was trying to nip it in.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think he was trying to cross it.
It looked like he was trying to cross it.
Yeah.
Maybe go 1 rail with the cue ball.
And then he inadvertently hit the 1 into the 7, which opened up the rack for Fusco, and that's the reason why he's at the table now, preparing to break the balls in game number 5. Excuse me, 6. Once again, he's failed to push over a bead on his side of the wire. Now take another look at it.
He was trying to cross over this and bring the cue ball 1 rail down table. See, he was trying to cross over that. Now he got another kiss out of it there.
But he hit it with a bad speed even to do that.
Oh.
Okay, now that's what he cannot afford to do. He cannot afford to lose control of the cue ball on the break because we're playing pro express rules, and that means that
Ball in hand.
Ball in hand on all fouls, including fouls on the break. And you really can't give Kim Davenport ball in hand. That is, if you expect to win.
Right. If if you expect to be you can't really play expecting to win. You can play expecting to be competitive and make your opponent earn a victory, or you try to earn it yourself. There's you get two top players together, you go in, one of them goes in saying, well, I'm going to win this. Well, he's really talking out of school, you know.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know what the balls are going to
Right.
do. The balls may like you today,
Right.
and they may not like you. The balls are a lot like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The balls really aren't loyal to anyone. Yeah, this could create a little problem for him because he doesn't have the angle to pocket the ball and run into the 9. It looks like he has the angle to pocket the 3 and then go in between the 6 and 9.
I think he's going across the 6.
He's high. I don't know if he has enough room to make the 4.
Yeah, I believe he's okay.
He may have to go rail first here.
Pretty risky shot there, though. I would.
Yeah. Now he's taking another look at it, so therefore it must be marginal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a pretty
Now the 8 and the 7
big
come into
angle.
play.
and he has to cut the 5 considerably here. So the 8 does come into play.
And the 7 if he tries to draw it. The 8, boom.
Another quarter of an inch to the left. And,
Yeah.
he would have been behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, it might have been 3-3. Oh,
Yeah.
Kim is shooting just with so much authority.
Yeah, that was very nicely played. I like the way that he stroked that particular shot. Very nicely coming back for the 7. This is Kim Davenport at his finest right here. He's playing extremely well. He has been all week long. I watched his match against Alan Hopkins. He played extremely well in that match. He played extremely well against Mauro Paez also. He had to play extremely well against Johnny Archer. He defeated him 13 games to 4.
Right. Kim will probably make this, but this is a missable ball.
Oh, absolutely. But he's just seeing the ball too well right now. He sees the edge of the ball very, very good.
It's a very missable shot.
You know, I don't like the way that he played that by using English to help it in. I myself
with a
would
draw
just
stroke.
yeah. That shot is, I think, in my opinion, harder to judge when you use the draw stroke. I think that he would have fared better. Obviously, he would have fared better that time if he would have used the center ball and went up and down table.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, just straight high center. You hit the shot clean.
Let's go back to that shot if we have it available. The shot that Kim had on the 9.
You know, let's instead of doing that, let's think about the low left. See, when you hit the ball with low left, like Kim chose to shoot that shot there, what you have to do actually is hit the 9 fuller. You hit the 9 full and throw it toward the pocket. So there's a couple variables there that you have to do with the cue ball.
But don't forget, you're going to get deflection, so therefore,
Right.
you're going to have to aim to hit the line thin, because you're going to get deflection to the right when you're cutting a ball to the right.
Right.
Using the left-hand English. So it's something that you know, you have to do a lot of factoring in. You have to factor in the deflection, the masse, and then shoot the shot. And then the speed of the shot has a lot to do with it too, particularly with the angle that he had. I thought that perhaps he should have chosen to shoot the 9 with the center ball.
Yeah.
And just used his vision to pocket the 9.
High center. I like very high center there. It gives you a good look at the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of use the cue as like the bore of a rifle with a straight high center. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You get a much better view of what you're doing.
Right.
very much like the shot he just shot just then.
Right. Now that shot is real simple to make with high English, but low English, that gives you a different look at that ball.
Absolutely.
Now this is funny here because he has to play. I think he has to play below the 5. It goes by the 9, but it's tight. Now if he gets straight,
he has a slight angle, but not much. But the 7 ball was very conveniently placed on the table. After pocketing the 5, if he just rolls the 6 in and comes across the table, the 7's right there. So therefore he doesn't have to do too much work.
I kind of liked stopping there instead of going forward. You know what I mean?
Well, you run the risk of missing the ball when you pound it and go forward, but stopping that's natural coming across. This is also natural.
Yeah, well, you have to back it up a little bit, though. You have to come back up table with it just a hair. See, he come back up table with it a little bit. So you have to do more with the cue ball when you, if you're forward on the ball like that.
Now he would like to keep a nice angle on the 8 to go cross table, the play position for the 9 in the upper right-hand corner. He has to hit this shot clean.
Yes, he does. This is the hammer shot. The hammer. Wow.
The hammer.
The hammer.
This is game number 7. And with that 9-ball shot, Kim Davenport takes the lead in the match 4-3.
Okay.
And what we're going to do now, I think, is... I'm sorry, buddy, what was this?
No, yeah, well, let's go back to the 9 and look at the 9-ball that Kim missed.
Okay, look at the score. It's wrong. Thank you, Pat.
See, he hit that ball full,
Right.
thinking that he was going to throw it toward the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
But now if you let up on your stroke a little bit, what you do there is you overspin it, or you hit it full.
Right.
And with a high center ball, you've got a good clean line at the ball. You don't have to allow for anything.
Right. And that's a different stroke that he used to pocket, or at least to try to pocket the 9 that time. And why you use that different stroke on the 9 when you just go ahead and use a high center ball and just go ahead and use your vision to cut it in. Oh, he really pounded the break that time.
He sure did. You know, the last 2 tournaments I seen Jimmy in, Fusco,
Yeah.
he's been in the finals. 1 pocket tournament in Dallas, Texas, he was in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
9-ball tournament here at the Sands Regency, in the finals. We're going to have to start calling him Finals Jim.
Mr. Finals.
Mr. Finals. Oh, you hit that nice.
Certainly did. Anytime you travel the length of the table and cut a ball and then go 2 cushion for position on the ball at the other end of the table and end up in perfect line for that ball, you know you hit it nice.
Oh, boy. Now, see, I like playing the cue ball here all the way to the end rail.
And then you
Then I drop below the 6.
you drag it up table, near the left-hand side pocket for position on the 5, below the 6. That's a much better place to be. And
I even like farther up than that.
I do too. Now you have to do more with the cue ball. The other shot is easier to feel when you're down lower.
Right.
But despite not getting lower on the ball, it's still manageable.
He's at the middle of the ball here. He must be coming across. Oh.
Now you see how no, he has reached the line that he needs to be on,
can't make that ball.
but barely.
He's got to jump it.
Okay, now if he was lower on the 4 ball, coming back up table for the 5 would have been a much easier task.
Right.
But But he's very resilient, as we all saw. He can bounce right back. His recovery powers are very, very good.
Miss it. Oh. I thought he missed it.
Well, he thought he may have missed it too. If you notice, he jumped right up, and then he looked over to his lovely wife Aida and said,
"Everything's okay, baby. I was just teasing." He said, "Everything's okay, honey. I was just teasing."
Matter of fact, everyone in the front row sort of like jumped out of their seat on that shot. That's where Kim Davenport's family is located, in the front row. And he won't draw this one, will he? Well, of course, this one is a lot easier to see.
You don't hit this with a draw. You hit it with kind of just, there you go.
Well, that's game number 8. Game number 8 goes to Kim Davenport. And now he extends his lead in the match by 2 games, 5 games to 3.
Now here's where he came up short. When he played from the 4 to the 5, he came up short on this shot, and he had to shoot it with a jump shot. Boy, it really nicely hit there.
Now that's another problem that I have in my game. Once I fall out of line, I'm dead. See, I can't do that. I can do it up here, you know.
Yeah.
But when I'm down there, I just can't do that.
And do it playing one pocket.
Well, playing one pocket, I'm dangerous. Alan Hopkins got something coming. Once again, the wing ball.
I can truthfully say
and he controlled the cue ball, and then he got the really unfortunate kiss, kissing the cue ball down the table. Had he stopped in the center of the table line for the 1, can he bank the 1 cross side?
Yeah, I think he's got plenty of room. That's the first time I ever saw 2 people talk about a 1 pocket game where one of them's going to shoot at a pocket that's ½ inch bigger than the other one. I guess you're just going to leave that hanging, huh? Oh.
Well, he was able to pocket the 1 ball cross side with the assistance of the 2, but in doing so, he knocked the 2 out of line. Whether or not he has the angle to bank the 2 cross side remains to be seen, but I doubt it.
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to try to end up behind the 8 here. He's going to try to put the cue ball behind the 8, I believe. Is he drawing it?
He's banking it.
Surely not.
Nope. A little bit of indecision on his part out there. Maybe the angle had a lot to say about whether or not he should do it or not. He's down there. He's trying to feel the angle. He's stroking, but he can't feel it.
All right. You either go behind the 4, or you go behind the 8, or you bank the two rails across. 2 rails across. He elected. That's a good shot. But now he's got a return shot here, though. He can return this. I mean, there's a shot here that can reverse this situation. If he can come in behind the 2 and hit it square, boom.
Maybe
just stick right there and bank the 2 1 rail up table.
I don't think he can get deep enough behind the 2 to do that. The 9 sort of like precludes him from getting deep behind the 2. The 9's sticking out, and he really is going to have a problem getting deep enough behind the 2 to stick the cue ball.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, now, Mastro, what do we do?
If that's the case, you try to get enough of it anyway.
I didn't hear that from you.
If that's the case, you try to get enough of it anyway. That's the only shot. You've got to come behind it here. Anything else is suicidal. This way, you've got a chance. You got a chance like that.
Okay, he wasn't able to stick the cue ball behind the 9, but he did put it in a position where it's difficult for him to pocket it. He can pocket it across side and draw the cue ball behind a 3-9 for position in the upper corner possibly, or he could just play another safety. But I look for him to go offensive here.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have a good angle to draw the ball. He's going to have to more or less half force it 2 cushions toward the 3.
The coward in me would show up here. I'd duck.
You would you?
Yep. I would land the cue ball right down there about where that marker's at.
Buddy, there's no way you would duck on the shot. I've seen you in the similar positions in
Where
this
the
position
3's at, I
many
would
times
duck.
before. You wouldn't duck here.
I'd have to.
You're ducking up here. You're really dogging it up here. I just don't like you. Duck. As good as you bank?
Yeah,
Come
buddy.
on, give me a break.
That's what I like right there.
Well, if you were assured of putting it there, then I don't blame you for ducking.
Well, he really stretched that 2 out a long ways.
Now, how about these fellas that get out the shaft, their cues, and jump over this little blockade that's in front of the cue ball? You ever see anyone get the shaft out and jump over it?
Yeah, but you know, he's awful close to this ball here. He's awfully close to this ball.
He's very close to the ball. And this is not a shaft, just a regular jump cue.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can get airborne quick enough to clear the 9 or the 3.
And the problem with this shot here, the way you have to hit it, you're liable to go on off the table. If you do hit the 2, you're liable to jump again. I don't believe he's elevated high enough. You have to be at, yeah, he's not going to shoot that. He's going to kick. He was too close to that ball.
You know, I like his chances kicking better than jumping.
I do too.
The 2 is fairly close to the pocket. If he's able to get a solid hit on the 2, he has a good chance of putting it in the pocket. And then the 3-9 billiard right there. So therefore, if he pockets the 2, he's got a good chance to win this game with the billiard on the 9.
Well, another thing too is the 3-9 is semi-tied up. If you try to go over it, and you don't get over it, you automatically open everything up.
Well, he kicks extremely well. That's another indication of how well he actually does kick, hitting the 2 ball very squarely. He was quite fortunate, though, that the cue ball didn't find its way into the corner pocket, but of course it didn't have to.
Right. Your other guest, Mr. Mark Wilson, is sitting up on top there, being happily entertained by this match here.
And I also see Nick and Dick.
Nick and Dick.
Right, and after this very testy shot on the 2, and perhaps after the rack is over, nicely done. And also, look at the position.
No good.
I don't think he's hit it hard enough.
No good. You know, he may have a... He's got a problem here. I mean, the 9 may go toward the hole, but you don't want to shoot that for your dough.
If he shoots the 3 in the upper left-hand corner, are you saying that the 9 may go toward the side pocket?
Right.
Well, that's not a bad shot, because if he pockets the 3, he figures to come up with a bank on the 4 cross side.
Tell you what is not a bad shot, because he got no shot on the 4, does he? If he makes this
Cross side.
See, that's no good. If you're going to play the 9 there, why don't you just overcut the 3, bank the 3 2 rails toward the end? You don't have to hit it with as much speed. You can bunt the 9 toward the hole. Try to land the 3 in the middle of the table up there.
Oh, that's well, that was a good shot. Well, maybe we can go back to that shot later on. We'll bring it back up, and then you're going to explain to the viewers. Yes, you can explain to the viewers then, possibly, the options or the alternate route that he could have taken. Now, he hit that shot reasonably well, and he's ended up on the 50-yard line.
Well, like you said, Jimmy's a good banker, though.
Oh, he's going for the pocket. He's not going to go for a banker, is he?
Courage, my man, courage.
Now you go two cushions, two rails, two rails.
I lag at this rail over here.
Two rails, clear the 9.
Right. I lag it at this side rail over here.
You lag it?
Yeah, I bring the cue ball to this side rail.
Okay.
Just straight across the table. I don't try to hit the 2 rails and miss the 9. That's dangerous right there.
Yeah, see, that's the way I would have played the shot. But now that you brought up the way you would have played the shot, your preference looks a little safer and a little more successful than the route that he chose, and also the route that I would have chosen.
Jimmy, bless his heart. James. You know, he's staying right in this match, though. Now, if you flash back to that other shot there, I'll give you an example of what I see here. If you just overcut the 3, knock it into the diamond there above the side pocket, then it like goes 1 rail to the end rail, and you can paste the 9 at the hole, and the cue ball stay down. Now, see the way he hit it? And now the 9 went high on the pocket, I believe. You see how high the 9 went on the pocket?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay, he jumped the table the last time he broke the balls, and once again he hits the side of the 1 ball. He's not hitting the 1 ball squarely.
No, he's trying to hit him too hard. I think with the success rate that he's having with the break, which is no success at all, what he should do is go over to the side rail on the other side of the table, break off of that side rail, and just concentrate on hitting the 1 good and square. Not hard, just good and square. Try that once or twice. What do you think?
Absolutely, he's not experiencing any success breaking from the area that he's breaking from, so therefore he has to change it up. And if I were him, I would go to the area where Kim's breaking the balls from, because he's been very productive off the break, and that's off the side cushion.
Now we check out managing. From the 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. The 3 to the 4 is really the key. Of course, you have to have position on the 2, but it looks like position here comes pretty well intact. But now the 4 to the 5, that's where your problem's going to lie. You agree, Bill?
Absolutely.
What route would you take?
That's what I would do.
Go from the 4. How would you go to from the 4 to the 5?
Okay, I wouldn't do this first.
No, he is way over
After
here.
I get a shot on the 2, I would shoot the 2 in the corner.
He may
And
play
then
the
I would,
9.
and then I would have shot the 2 in the corner. Well, there's 2 different ways to get to the 4. You either play the left side of the table and cut the 4 in and go 2 cushions toward the 5. That's kind of risky.
That's about your only option, though, isn't it?
I don't know. I think
Go 2 rails
it's the
out.
safest route.
Here he might play the 9, Billy. He may play the 9 ball right here.
And position the cue
Just
ball
lay the
behind
cue
the
ball
4.
down behind the 4 and the 8. He may play the 9 right here. No, he played the 2. Oh, he's got a shot.
I don't know if he's got a shot. Let's get a close-up, Rick, and see if in fact he does have a shot.
He's got a shot, but boy, it's awful tough to get to the 4 from here. Yeah, it's so hard to get to the 4 from here. It may be impossible to get to the 4 from here. What are you going to do?
I don't think he has a shot.
Well, one thing he doesn't want to do, if I could make this ball, and I know I couldn't get on the 4, then I would just elect to do something else with it. I would just try anything else besides making the ball, because if he has to make the 3, at least he has to play position on the 4 to get to the 5.
I don't think he can make the ball because he put his cue stick on the cushion like he wants to kick at the 3.
Yeah, I like this shot. I like that shot right there. That's a good shot. I mean, can make the, even if he can make the ball, which he can't. But I like that shot much more than I do just shooting the 3 in. He has to kick at this.
Well, this could go cross-side.
Now he's actually in a better place, a lot better position than he was before. He can just pace this one.
Right, and it'll go right toward the 6. If he cuts it in, it'll go right toward the 6 and the 8. More toward the 6, I would think, because when you cut this in, you just apply half a tip of inside English on this shot.
Well, I like hitting it with just a straight high center. Here is another situation, like the 9 ball that Kim missed. Here, this same shot here, if you use just a straight high center, it's like looking down the bore of a rifle. You can see cleanly the spot that you have to hit.
Right.
Now, if your stroke is true and you go right straight through to that spot, which, see, I think he may have even used a little left-hand English on that shot there.
Oh, he hit it very fat. You know, he hit the 3 ball very, very full, and that's the reason the cue ball came back to the left.
Now, see, Kim may have no choice here. He may have to go 2 rails toward the 8.
Yeah, he's going to have to spin it, because if he doesn't spin it, he runs the risk of scratching in the lower left-hand corner pocket. So he's going to have to spin it around the 5.
Boy, how did you?
And right toward the 8, like you said.
Ooh.
And he was really ill-fated in the
Yes,
respect
he was.
that he didn't come up with a shot. He definitely should have came up with a shot. He certainly didn't get rewarded for the fine effort that he put into the 3 ball.
Now here, right here, what I try to do, instead of trying to stay right on the rail, I try to get close to the 8, because you have double width on the balls there. You have the 6 and the 8. If you try to get close to the 8, you've got a maybe 8-inch span there that you can hook a man behind instead of the size of the cue ball.
In plus, you make the kick a lot more difficult.
Right. Oops, he overhit it.
Yeah,
Ooh.
he allowed it to get away, and he really let it get away. And unfortunately, he came out of it in decent shape, providing that he can't see the edge of the 4.
He was playing the 4 more than he was the cue ball.
Yeah, he definitely lost concentration on that particular shot.
Well, I just shoot the 4 back toward the 5. You just curve the ball. Curve the cue ball, bank the 4 toward the 5. Cue ball
Curve it around the 9 using the left-hand English.
Right-hand English.
Right? You mean 2 cushions?
No.
No, you left-hand English.
No, right-hand English. I shoot on the left-hand side of the 9.
Oh, he's well out of line with the shot. He can't see any part of the 4.
No, I would shoot straight at the 4 here. Believe me, I would shoot straight at the 4 here, because you could bank it 1 rail toward. You have to curve the ball. I don't like this shot.
The way he hit it, I like it.
It worked out perfectly.
The way he hit it, I like it.
Yeah.
You know, Jimmy's kicking game, he's very adept in the kicking game, as we have seen so far in this match.
That's a good picture of Kim. Boom, boom. Oh, the point saved him, maybe.
No, the point cost him. It looks like if he wouldn't have hit the point, he may have been up table behind the 8. It saved Jimmy, that is, the point. I think Jimmy can cut this in or bank it. I think he can cut this in.
Yeah.
But of course, the angle that we have, it's fairly deceiving on shots like this. He's going to get close to his work here.
Real close to his work. Now he's got to bank the 5.
Oh, he can make it, can he?
I don't know. Can he?
Yeah, I think that he can. He should go then 3 cushions for the 6, laying it in the same pocket. He would like to get on the bottom part of the 6, shooting in the side and then going up table and then toward the 7.
Oh, nice. Hit that one hard.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect there.
Yep. Could tie it up here. Isn't it funny how this game has went and it's going to be tied up 5-5?
Well, that's just the nature of 9 ball. It certainly is.
The nature of 9-ball.
It is. Earl Strickland was playing Efren Reyes in Toledo, Ohio, and it was Hill. And Strickland was at the table running out. Ooh.
Boy.
Oh, he really created a problem for himself there.
That's murder right there.
He overcut the 7. That's why he got the funny action off the cushion. Now he's going to try to cut the 8, and now this is a tough shot here.
I don't think he'll shoot at that. He can look at that all he wants to. If he cuts it, he'll cut it at the other pocket.
This is a tough shot. And he's going to end up with another tough shot if he makes it.
Boy. Now what?
Now what? It's either him or Kim.
Billy, do you like to hit this with that feeble pace stroke, or do you like to go ahead and hit it with a little authority?
Well, really, when I hit it, I close my eyes. So therefore, it doesn't much matter if I hit it hard or soft. I'm not going to watch it.
I roll this one. I roll the dough.
He's made it.
Just like that, the pace stroke.
After game number 10, this match is tied up 5 games apiece. Getting back to that Strickland-Reyes confrontation in Toledo, Ohio, the score was 10-10, racing to 11. Strickland was running out, and he was on the 5-ball. And he missed the 5-ball so badly that he went 3 cushions in the corner, and then he proceeded to run out the remaining balls and win that particular match. And as I was walking by Efren Reyes, I said to him, tough luck on your match, but congratulations anyways for making a good showing in the tournament. And he looked up at me and he says, that's 9-ball.
Yeah.
You know, things like that happen in 9-ball, so you never can tell. 9-ball's a funny game.
He broke the ice. He made a ball on the break.
And
yeah, let's look at that 8-ball. The type of stroke you have to hit this with. You hit it with a low right-hand cue ball. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Now the ball's completely dead now. When it hits this rail here,
he has a portion of the pocket to pass to 3, and he also has the combination available.
Yeah. You want to be careful here not to foul the cue ball.
Right. You just want to lag this in and stay right where the 1-ball is. You want to keep some sort of an angle on the 2, because if you notice, the 4-ball is lying in an awkward position, and you only have 1 pocket for the 4-ball. So therefore, the angle that you have on the 2 is very crucial.
Yeah, he played to the side of it.
Okay, he was able to cut the 2 and come back up table and create another angle, and that's the opposite angle than if he would have stopped on the 1-ball.
Jimmy, he's a bulldog now.
You come out toward the 8 here. If you happen to hit the 8 on the you come out softly toward the 8.
If I can miss the 8,
I
come that way.
You would like to miss
I come to the bottom side. If I can't hit the bottom side of it, then I go around.
Right. Flirting with danger.
Ooh.
Another problem with shooting it in the fashion that he did is that the 8 is so much in play when you do it that way, because you may have to shoot over it. The 8 may obstruct your vision and also hamper your bridge.
Right.
You know, you have a lot to think about when you play it in the fashion that he did.
Then you start playing side pockets. You know what I mean? Now he's playing side pocket position.
Yeah, and then when you play side pocket position, the cue ball has a tendency to travel a lot farther than if you would play corner pocket position. Corner pocket position, you know, you travel less with the cue ball.
I'm a firm believer. If you don't have to play position, now if you're playing straight pool, you have to play the position for the side pockets a lot. But playing 9-ball, you don't play the side pockets unless it's just there. You know what I mean?
Right. That's good speed right there. He's in perfect line for the 8. And then all of a sudden, Jim Fusco has an opportunity to get into the lead for the first time in the match.
Yep. All I got to do is knock this one in. He may be over the shakes now, and he might make it. This.
Well, he is over the shakes because he has performed well, and it's now entering the middle portion of the match, and he should feel comfortable. And I'm curious to find out how he responds in the later stages of the match after the score reaches like 12 apiece or around that.
And he made a ball on the break last
stage.
time. Last game he made a ball on the break, and his reward for that was a run out. Now he's going to try the same spot again. You got to hit the one square. Don't try to kill it. Hey, he made a ball. You got a reward.
Look at the one. It's going to stop in front of the corner pocket.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. No, it didn't. No, it's not.
You know, a bad shot, a good shot here is maybe just roll. Oh, boy, he's got a tough shot here. Now, what do you do with this?
I go ahead and cut it for the upper right-hand corner.
You shoot at it.
Go 2 cushions toward the 9. If I scratch in the corner pocket, big deal. You know, I can't help it. But if I happen not to scratch, I know if I make it, I'm okay. And if I miss it, I figure to be fairly okay also.
Okay.
You know, it sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Right. Right.
It's like the first time you went swimming and you jumped off the high rocks into the lake or into the river. You knew you didn't want to do it, but you knew you had to do it. Sometimes you just got to do what
Sometimes
you
you just got to do it. And there's another scenario too, like when the fox was chasing the rabbit. Somebody asked the rabbit, says, "Man, you gonna make it?" He said, "Man, I gotta make it." I like kind of ducking here.
Well, that's a built-in duck, providing that you don't scratch 2 cushions. Well, he hit it really fat. He hit it real fat.
Break time. Break time. Regroup. Wash your face. Back. We're back. We're back, and everybody else is gone. Half the fans left. They thought he was taking his break, but he just went to regroup.
So getting it back from position on the 3 was a task in itself,
Yes,
considering the difficulty of the shot on the 2. You know, he had to put a lot of concentration in on pocketing the 2,
Yes.
which more kind of like cheated him out of the concentration that he needed to get back for the 3.
All right. Now what do you do here? Try to go right into the 7, bank, cross it, go into the 7. Crossed it, went into the 7, missed the 3. He was out in case it would have went.
Yes, he was. And he really didn't suffer much of a consequence in missing the 3, because as you notice, the 3 is not really in front of a pocket.
I'd like to see the bank angle on the 3. If Jimmy has the luxury of being able to cross the 3, he's got a 2 rail position shot at the 5.
Okay, now the shot that Buddy is describing is after crossing the 3 cross-side, the cue ball will then hit the side cushion, the short cushion in front of the 9,
and backup table.
and backup table for position on the 5. And then he has to deal with getting down table far enough so the 7 won't come into play, and then he has to miss the scratch in the corner pocket. So and then he has to miss from getting behind the 6.
He's going to try to put him against the back of the 5. Boom. Boy,
And there's the banking game again.
Yes, it is.
The banking game is such a big part of 9-ball, and those of you who don't think that it is are really, really fooling yourself.
Oh, man, it just opens up so many new doors for you. I mean, it really opens up a lot of avenues for you if you can bank.
Well, that's just a perfect shot, and Jimmy shaking his head like he doesn't like it. That's just ideal, because he's going to come off the back cushion and attain a nice angle for the 7.
Yeah. You know, when they took the push-out rule out of 9-ball, they pretty much eliminated the bank game of 9-ball, I thought.
Well, a large part of it.
That's too hard.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, Jimmy Fusco, is maybe going to extend his lead by 2 games in the match. And he does.
Nice, yeah. Yeah. Now here Jimmy tried to. Here he tried to go across the corner, bring the cue ball into the 5, which is an excellent shot. That's so well hit right there. It's just that's the way it's done right there.
It certainly is. And had he missed the bank on the 5 by hitting the long rail first, there's a good chance that he could have snookered Kim.
Behind the 8.
Behind the
behind
7.
the 7. Yeah.
Behind the 7. Now, once again, he mishit the break, and the 9 was traveling toward the corner pocket. Then it got kissed out. But the point I was really trying to bring up is that he mishit the 1 again and almost jumped the table.
Let me ask you a question now. If you just had success breaking 2 times from the other side of the table, and had absolutely no success at all breaking from this side of the table, why would you come back to this side of the table and break?
Well, because obviously someone must have said to him while they were on a break that he's breaking from the wrong position.
I mean, why would you do that? He had just got through making 2 balls in a row on the break from the other side of the table.
Well, because I answered that question as honestly and as accurately as I possibly could.
Would you have done that?
And if I would have got information from someone during the break, I would have said, thank you, and went back to the same spot at the table that I'd been breaking it from. That's Mike Massey's potion. I took a swig of that and I almost passed out. Difficult shot here. I myself would have tried to give myself a little relief there. I don't believe I would have taken that shot because he had the option to push. Even if I would have pushed just a half an inch.
Couldn't he have crossed it if he had wanted to shoot a shot like that? Couldn't he have crossed that ball?
Do you think perhaps his judgment is a little impaired considering the score?
Maybe a couple. He's made a couple mistakes, and Jimmy has really stepped up, after the mistakes. Now he could find himself behind. Oh, look here. I see. That's so. There's just no excuse for that.
None at all. None at all. None at all. Look at the position of the balls also. If he gets on the 2, he's out.
Yeah.
3 in the side, 4 in the corner, 5 in the corner, 6 in the side, 7 in the corner, 8. This is really a Cosmo layout here, and it all relied on the initial shot, the very first shot on the 1 ball. You would think
could have been a 3-game
that the
lead.
emphasis should have been put on pocketing the 1 and clearing the balls and getting a shot on the 2.
Absolutely.
You would have thought that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. No doubt about it.
Particularly after a Davenport mistake.
Whew. Yeah, Kim really escaped it there. He's going 3 rails. He's going to try to kick it in. If he kicks it in 3 rails, he's hooked again.
Well, he wants to try to hit the ball, and maybe there is not another accessible route to hit the ball but 3 rails. He can go straight down table, and I think the 3-rail route offers him a bigger ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I like the down table because more good things can happen to you going 1 rail here than 3. Nothing good can happen with this shot here. Oh, he's hey,
heady play.
Hey,
I guess when you get a couple game lead,
management,
you start to think better too.
Management.
I'm surprised you didn't see that up here in the booth.
I never see stuff like that. Tying balls up very seldom ever comes into play with my game. I played this whole tournament. I don't think I ever tied a ball up.
How many times did you tie yourself up?
Oh, a lot.
Kim's opting to go for the 3-foul rule. He's going to try to win on 3 fouls, but once again, he's using intelligence because if Jimmy steps to the table and fails to hit the 2-ball after he's snookered, then the 2-ball is down table next to the 4 and 7, where he can break 4 free from the 7.
I believe he's going to break it free from the 7 right here.
No. He's going to play it safe, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's going to stick him behind the 8 and break the 4-7 out.
Yeah, that's what he's probably going to be doing. I thought you said you didn't see stuff like that.
I don't see tying them up. I see loosening them up, but I don't see tying them up. I can see opening them up, but I can't see, you know.
No, if he had a better angle, he could kick beside the 9. He looks like he's going to have to almost masse this, Buddy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that shot is makeable. I don't see how he can do anything else. Do you see anything else?
No.
Oh, he's trying to kick in between the 3 and the 9, and when you consider the closeness of the cue ball to the cushion, it makes that shot extremely difficult.
Yeah, I believe I like going above the side if you can come in behind the 2. You can kick it out.
There's such little margin for error with
Right.
that shot, but of course there's a little margin for error with whatever shot you choose.
Any shot here is like you're dead. You just got to try to do something that would reverse the situation.
Okay, with the shot he's going to attempt, at least if he executes it well, he may be able to pocket the 2. So that's a positive way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's looking at possibly, well, I thought about rolling the 8 into the 6. I don't think that would accomplish much.
Well, maybe the rolling the 8 into the 4.
I think the shot that I would end up shooting would be the masse shot, because if he is able to bend the ball around the 8 and come in contact with the 2, he doesn't have to pocket the 2 to escape the trap. Does he have room to kick 2 cushions?
Yeah, maybe. Well, no, I don't think so. I don't believe he does.
I don't think he does.
He may have a 5-rail kick.
I don't think so.
What he has here is a real big problem. What might be the shot here is just shoot the 4 into the 8 into the 4.
And try to tie up the 8-4?
Or it may get them up there where the 8 and the 7 is pretty close together to make them difficult to go from one to the other. There's a lot of good things could happen with it.
Well, when you talk about a dilemma, you're talking about his position right now.
Right. So what you have to do is make it just as tough for your opponent to run out as possible, because he's going to have a shot.
He's choosing your shot, buddy. He's going to try to get 2 cushions behind the 2.
That's the shot right there.
He did hit it. He did hit the 2 on the way in. I saw the 2 move on the way in, and I also heard the double click. He did hit the 2 on the way in. It's on the monitor. We can go back on it. That's you know.
See, that's the shot I like, because you can change something there. If you had that luxury to go in there, of course, you're in a tight spot. But if you can get in behind the 2, then you can make something look a little different.
What they're doing now is the tournament director, Scott Smith, is going to review it on the monitor at the control desk. That's where Pat Fleming is comfortably sitting,
right
sipping his lemonade. And we're in this.
Now, here we go. We get to review it ourselves.
Okay, let's take a look at it now.
Check it out. Boom.
Now, he did hit it on the way in. Now, watch it. You see it move on the way in?
Yes, he did.
He did hit it on the way in.
He sure did. He hit it going in.
And when he comes back with the bad news for Kim that he did hit it on the way in, Kim is now confronted with a shot that, from the angle that I see, may suggest that the cue ball will then go toward that lower left-hand corner pocket. So therefore, he's going to have to do something with the cue ball to avoid that from happening. And I don't know if he can, if it lies exactly the way I see it.
Yeah, he has to try to get the cue ball down to the end rail to go back up table.
There we go.
Boom, boom. He hit it.
Yeah, he definitely hit it going in. As you can see, it moved before it hits the buck.
Here we are again. Boom.
You see it?
Yeah, it moved. If Scott comes back and says foul, he'll be fired. Oh, that's weak.
Oh, he was all right when he shot it. Now he's directly over top of the 6. This is a position I really despise. It's despicable. I hate to be there.
I hate it. I mean, I hate it.
And he.
Well, I can't tell you how good he hit that ball.
Well, then don't tell me. I know how good he hit it. I could never hit it like that.
I could either. Not in a zillion years. Well, here we go. It's like Cosmo from here.
This is basically the same layout that Jimmy had when he fell short on the on position on the 2. We've been playing this racket, seems like, for eternity.
Right. It's been a 15 or 20 minute game.
Well, he intends on playing position for the lower left-hand corner. I don't know if that's something that I would have done. I may have come down table farther and played position for the upper left-hand corner.
Seems like they have to hit the ball harder here on this table than they did the other tables.
Well, he's drawing it again with the outside English. Oh, he is. This time. I'll try it again.
Boy,
this time, hitting it perfectly.
Yeah.
After game 13, Kim Davenport trails by 1 game in the match, 6 games to 7.
Boy, it could have been 8-5. Really easy there.
Kim's family comes there every year, particularly the years that Kim's doing well, and this year he certainly is doing well. He's in the finals. And they occupy the front row. I don't know how they got juiced in there, but they obviously knew someone when they came in through the door. Here we are in this hot booth.
They're sitting down there on the front row, nice, air conditioned, enjoying themselves.
And Nick and Dick are way up there with the best seats in the house.
The cheap seats. Oh, look at this.
It looks like he's got a nice billiard on the 1-9 here.
It's funny how a game can change like that.
That's just the nature of the game, buddy.
Well, I mean, he failed to get position on the 2. Could have been 8, but now it's going to be tied up 7-7.
Well, that'll tie it up 7 games apiece. As Jimmy Fusco circumvented situations a few times in that rack where he failed to get a position for the 2.
He scrapped for it though after he done that. I mean, he still made a game out of it.
But in spite of his great efforts to bring it back, I mean, he tried to steal that game back from Kim after he faltered. He wasn't able to do it. Then a couple of strokes later, it's tied up.
We are back.
Okay, we are back. And Kim Davenport is back at the table, preparing to break the balls. Score tied at 7 games apiece. Well, I guess he thinks he'll have a better chance breaking him with a brick cue, so he just changes cues. There again, once again, the wing ball, the corner ball going in. He doesn't want to see the 2 drop, but well, he couldn't do anything about that. He still has a half a pocket for the 3, but at the angle that he has, it's not going to be an easy shot. And as I mentioned, Kim Davenport's family is occupying the front row. His father, Clarence. His mother, Lee.
And his wife,
on the tip of their chairs right now. Just the edge. My Ada, well, she's been here enough times. She knows to sit back until the end.
That's right.
Kim's grandmother, Leona, comes every year too, by the way.
Is that right?
Yeah, she's out there in a pretty yellow dress.
Well, they've got
or
to see.
Suit.
Yeah, they've seen Kim in the finals enough at this tournament. I guess he's been in the finals more than anybody.
Yeah, this is definitely Kim Davenport's turf. Make no mistake about that. I don't know if he's going to get it. Yes, he does.
Well,
it was the forgiving pocket
that
awarded him the shot.
Well, now he has to hit this one pretty thin.
This particular shot here, when this shot is missed, it is missed more by undercutting it than it is by overcutting it.
Right.
So when you have a shot of this type, you would probably fare much better if you would overcut the shot, or at least view it as such, as an overcut, just like he's done.
Yeah. And this is funny here now. I mean, this is really a tough shot right now. This is tough here.
Well, the cue ball, he allowed the cue ball to get away from him slightly. Now he's positioned close to the cushion. And it appears that the side pocket may come into play also after pocketing the 5-8 combination.
Boy. Funny how the momentum of a game can really change, isn't it?
Well, you know, when you're playing world-class players and you're playing on a table that has forgiving pockets, along with the corner ball going in, you can ill afford to make a mistake.
Right.
And if you do, don't be surprised if something like this should happen to you.
Right.
Well, that's pretty good speed there. He emptied out the he emptied out the lower right-hand corner, and he shot the ball, and he came down the wrong side of the table, and so he had to empty out the other corner pocket. And he said, "Oh, I thought I was going to play it over here." That was pretty funny for him to even admit that. Game number 15 goes to Kim Davenport, and he once again has the lead in the match now with the score being 8-7. Now, if I would have emptied out a corner pocket, buddy, and shot for position on the 9 and came down the wrong side of the table, I would have said, "Nah, I better not bank it. I think I'm playing it over here."
And boy, he really made a nice shot here.
Watch the 6 ball. That's the wing ball on the right. Well, it didn't go in that time. He was able to put down the 4. And he has come up with a shot on the 1.
Well, this is a tough shot right here. What do? You just bump the 2? Is that what you try to do here, Bill?
No, you just make the 1.
Well, I'll say one thing. It didn't roll off, did it?
No, it certainly didn't. Had he hit it with a softer speed, perhaps it may have fallen. But you sacrifice that when you hit it with that hard speed or that the velocity that he hit it with.
I think he's gonna inherit the 5 ball for a companion here.
How do you shoot this shot, buddy? You don't shoot it with what do you shoot it with? Like
High right.
A high right ball,
Mm-hmm.
and just play the
Play the cue ball. Just
That's
play
all?
the cue ball. Play the cue ball only.
I don't know if he's done the job.
Evidently. There, you just play the cue ball only.
Then, actually, what's really critical and crucial about the shot is the speed that you hit it with.
He must have a shot at it. He's shooting straight at it.
I don't know. From the monitor, the view I had of the monitor, it doesn't appear that he can shoot straight at it. Well, Jimmy's going to come up with a shot here.
If it'll stop, he will.
Okay, this is the type of a shot where he can control the cue ball in between the 3 ball and the side pocket, but he has to feel this shot. And this is going to take a little bit of courage to shoot this shot.
You have to hit this with a draw stroke. You have to, oh, what's he doing?
He's not trying to go around the 3, is he?
Huh.
Well, he didn't want to go
He
above
must
the
have
3.
hit that ball a lot thinner than what it looked to us.
Maybe. This is very makeable.
Yeah.
The problem with this shot is the cue ball.
Right, here you play position. You play the 2 and the 3 in the same pocket.
Yeah, you can do that, but you have to worry about scratching this lower corner, so therefore you have to hit it with the correct speed. You know, I was going to bring that point up there, that maybe you play to go into the 6-3 too, because that's not too bad of a shot.
Yeah.
And the reason that's not a bad shot, because you totally eliminate the possibility of scratching, so therefore you don't even think about that. So now you're not cheating yourself out of concentration to pocket the ball.
Yeah.
So there's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, a good way to look at it. Now, what's he doing?
So he has to be careful not to spin off the 8 into the side.
No doubt about it. Just teasing. Just teasing. Let's see, the 6 doesn't go by the 7-8, so he has to play to this side.
Play for the side.
table.
You play for the side here.
Well, that 8's big.
I know, but you got to play with the side here.
Now you play 2 rails out.
And you know that you're going to be crossing the 8 when you play 2 rails out.
He's just coming down below the. Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Well, he was much straighter than what I thought.
That's fine. Now you go underneath the 8 and then back on top of it. Or unless you can go around it.
No, you just hit it with a high ball. La-di-da. La-ti-da.
This is game number 16. Jim Fusco
Is still in the hunt.
has tied up the match. Has tied up the match at 8 games apiece. Now we're legitimately into the far turn.
Yeah.
We went down the back stretch, now we're in the far turn. And after game 16, Kim Davenport shooting an 860, Jim Fusco shooting a 905. Fusco has pocketed 57 balls to Davenport's 80. Kim Davenport has missed, on Accu-Stats that is, 9 balls in this match. That's an extraordinary amount of balls to miss in a match by Kim Davenport.
And 4 position errors.
So actually, this is really a subpar performance by Kim Davenport, particularly if you want to compare it with the matches that he's played so far up to this point.
Right.
Now that's a good break. He made the corner ball. He went to that side of the table, and he got rewarded by it. The corner ball did go directly into the corner pocket. And if that starts to happen, Jimmy Fusco may be the one holding the trophy after this is over.
Yep. I think the 1 passes.
Yes, the 1 does pass. He does have a shot on the 1 past the 5. And if he applies a little bit of right-hand English on the cue ball,
Right.
he should come up with a shot for the 2.
Now here's where you hit the low right. The 2 rails out.
Yeah, because you can view this a lot better using the low right because you're right on top of the cue ball.
Right.
You're stretching out over the table and you're very close to the cue ball. And you can see the left-hand side of the cue ball because you'll be right there with your eye. Now, don't forget, the 6 blocks a portion of the pocket. If he's able to put down the 2, putting down the 3 might not be as easy as it appears.
Right.
Okay, now.
How much of a pocket does the 3 have?
I don't know, but I know the 6 does block off a portion of the pocket, and he's going to have to be particularly careful with this shot, or else he's not going to pocket the 3.
This is a tough shot under these conditions right here, boy. This is a tough shot. Tough shot right there.
Well, what he'd do is he wanted to assure himself that he didn't hit the 6, so therefore he played the inside of the pocket too much and ended up hitting the point.
He has a problem here, though. He has a problem here with the 5. Controlling the cue ball and controlling the 5 ball.
Looks like he may get a double kiss off the 5 here.
He's drawing it.
You know, he'll still get the double kiss possibly.
He's drawing it all the way to the side rail. All the way to the side rail.
He'll bank the 4 cross side, and to attain a shot on the 5 may be a problem here. He's looking to cut it in the side. It seems like a difficult shot from here.
Yeah, yeah. That's unusual too, because up here everything seems pretty simple.
Excuse me. It certainly does seem simple from up here.
Corner pocket may be big. Cutting this in, the corner pocket may come into play over there.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not out of the woods yet. He's has another little testy shot on the 5.
Yes, you do.
But if he's able to put this one down, I think then he'll be okay.
Oh.
You know, he's sort of like lunging now. The last 2 shots, he showed a little, you know, nervousness a little bit. That's the 10th ball that he's missed in this match.
Yeah. That's hitting it the right way right there. That's a nice shot. Nice pool shot. Now he can just pull it back a little bit. He don't want to come too far away from the rail. Well, I mean, he come farther away from. Man.
I don't like this shot. And, you know, if I had a choice, the other shot would. Now he's cutting himself out of line here. It looks like He's cutting himself out of line here. The only good thing about this shot is that he probably can reach it.
Yeah, he's close to it. He's close to it, so he can whack her in. He's spinning it. Hmm. 9-8. 9-8, Jimmy. The miss. Here you go. Yeah, he overturned this. There's the spot where he's trying to throw it a little bit, so he overthrew it. You know, I thought that one of the things there that may have made him miss that ball is considering the direction he had to take the side pocket come into play on both sides of the table.
Maybe. I'm sure there was a lot to think about. There goes the corner ball again.
Now he hit those really square. He's got a shot at the one. He gonna cut the one in. You cut the one in, or do you bank the one over behind? Billy, what would you do? Would you duck here, or would you shoot?
I don't know if he can see the right-hand side of the one to cross it.
Yeah,
I don't think he can do that. And if he can't see that part of the one,
you don't bank the one over there.
I don't know. It's
you don't bank the one toward the
3-8.
Yeah, behind the 3-8.
He's got a lot of. He's got a big barricade right there with the 3-8. Offers a nice shelter.
You bank it behind the 3-8 like the cue ball behind the 6.
That's certainly an option. That's for sure. That's certainly an option. Because you know you're not going to give up an offensive shot.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can get it behind the 3-8 and lag behind the 6. I don't think the shot lies for you to do that. And to cut it in, I don't know. That's kind of like, it's a difficult shot, and you're going to get a lot of movement from the cue ball. I don't know if you can really control the cue ball with that shot.
There's an option. Yeah.
Oh, he's left Kim a shot.
Yeah.
He's left Kim a shot, but it's not what you consider a real good shot. And it's not a bad shot, but it's...
No, I think he misses the 9, okay. His light cue ball, it'll go right on past the 9, I believe. Do you think?
Yeah, I think that if he pockets the 1, he will miss the 9. Kim, the last couple of times he's been at the table, hasn't really done well. He seems a little bit unsettled at this moment.
He's worried about the 9.
Yeah, he's trying to determine if or if not the ball will hit the 9.
You just warm it up a little bit. You just hit it a little firmer if you're worried about that.
If he hits it slowly and softly, it may hit the 9. He made an excellent shot considering...
he warmed it up. I mean, he hit it just a little, you know, he made sure he hit it just a little harder, give him a little more of a glancing effect.
And he hit it excellent considering the circumstances, you know.
Who's feeling the heat right now? Kim?
Well, Kim obviously is feeling the heat because anytime you're a favorite going into a match, and you find yourself trailing in that match, then you have the
It's aggravating, isn't it?
now you have the demand to respond. You have to respond to the challenge.
Oh, me.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
like playing it that way?
That's a good shot. By playing it one cushion across table, he ends up much closer to the 5. 2 cushions. Are you saying 2 cushions?
Yeah.
He's further from the 5, but of course it's safer that way. You're in line longer, and you don't have to worry about risking the scratch on the side. But that was a perfectly executed shot. This is a little awkward, but shouldn't have much of a problem. He would have liked to come across table another 6 inches, but when he's stretching on this, be careful. When you stretch, strange things happen.
Yeah.
If you notice.
He's in good shape.
Yeah, he's all right now. Now, he may have to play this 2 cushions across, or else do you spin it?
Yeah, you spin this. I like spinning it. I know you like this shot, too. You like spinning this
Yeah, I
ball.
like spinning this ball, yeah. I definitely like spinning this ball. 2 cushions across is very risky because you run the risk of scratching or even going into the 9 off the second cushion if you don't hit it just perfectly. By spinning it, it's just a nice finesse shot. The speed's always there.
Yeah, he hit it nice. Well done.
After game 18, the match is once again knotted up at 9 games apiece. We're going to go back to the situation that Jimmy was pondering, and then he finally decided to kick behind the 1. It really wasn't a bad shot, but it turned out to be fatal in this particular rack for Jimmy. He was able to control the cue ball, as we see, very nicely at the other end of the table. The 1 ball could have found a place behind the ball, but it didn't.
Yeah, I like playing the banking the 1 behind the 3-8, playing the cue ball behind the 6.
Okay, now, are you noticing that the corner ball hasn't gone in the last 2 times he's broken the balls? And if Jimmy has remedied that problem, this could be a very interesting final.
Yeah. Oh, he had a perfect angle. The works. He had the works. Play above it or below it? Below it.
Below it seems to be much safer. You don't run the risk of hooking yourself.
Kim looks like he's getting more and more on track. He's doing a whole lot of shooting for it to be 9-9, isn't he?
He certainly has, and if Pat will bring up the stats, we can take a little closer look at exactly how much more shooting he's done.
See, I like playing this above the side.
Oh, much more room for error that way.
I don't like getting straight in on it.
Well, I don't think it's much of a problem. But if you got straight in, there may be a little problem. But the 8 ball is several inches off of the bottom cushion. You really have to...
Several?
Yes. That's the end of game 19. Kim Davenport now has the lead once again in the match, 10 games to 9. Let's take a look at the stats very quickly. You mentioned that Kim's been at the table an awful lot, but only be tied up at 9 games apiece. Well, let me tell you how long he's been at the table. He has pocketed 99 balls in this match up until this point to Fusco's 65. So he's pocketed a third more balls than Fusco has and is only 1 game ahead. And the reason, I guess, is because he's missed 10 balls in this match. Fusco has only missed 4. He's made 4 position errors. Let's take a look at the break stats now. That sort of more or less tells the story of the match. Davenport has broken the balls 10 times, successfully pocketing balls on 7 of those 10 breaks, running out 6 times, which is extremely impressive, by the way. Fusco has pocketed balls 3 out of 9 breaks, running out only once. So therefore, it looks like that due to Fusco's management and its good safety play, that has kept him in the match.
Yeah, his management.
Wow.
Last ball rolling.
That last ball got you. That was a big ball. Look how nicely the balls are opened. Look how nicely.
Looks like a
the
3-9
balls are
combo.
opened.
Looks like a 3-9er.
I don't know. I mean, the balls are just placed so beautifully on the table here. I don't know if I would go for a combination. Let's take a close-up of the 9 in relation to the pocket. Rick, and see how close the 9 is to that rail.
Not very close to the rail. It's setting out pretty good weights.
I don't know. It may... kind of deceiving. If you're going to play the 9, you might bank the 1 into it now then if it's you know. It's not a bad shot. It's hard to miss that. But I don't know. I think I would just run the balls.
I believe he'll play a 3-9 combo.
Well, he's in perfect line to play position for the 3-9 combo.
Yeah.
He's going to take another look at it. He's had a line a little bit.
So I think he was trying to come across.
Now he's going to have to shoot it with the bridge, it looks like.
I
Or
think
stretch.
I believe he was trying to come across.
I don't know if he was or not. I don't know. He's got to stretch. Oh, he's really got to stretch. I don't like him stretching like this. And now he's going to try the
Port side.
the ambidextrous side.
He was laying out there pretty good.
Well, apparently it was laying well enough, or good enough for him to opt to shoot it and pocket the 9. And game number 20 goes to Kim Davenport. He now extends his lead in the match by 2 games, 11 games to 9. Okay, there goes the corner ball, and he scratched into the side pocket. Now, remember, scratching in the side is definitely a momentum stopper, and most often it proves to be quite costly. How costly remains to be seen. It looks like for sure it's going to cost him at least 1 rack. The score is 11 games to 9. This is a race to 15. If Fusco's able to run this rack, which the balls are laying very nicely on the table, then he'll close the gap to within 1 game, 11 to 10, and then he'll have the break. And keep in mind, he has, that is Fusco, he has been making the corner ball on the break. So by scratching in the side, he certainly has jeopardized that 2-game lead tremendously. That's a perfect line on the 2. He would like to roll down, I would imagine, and fall slightly under the 2, cutting the 2 into the corner pocket and then going naturally up table for the 4. Okay, now what he's opted to do is he's opting to go 2 cushions, drawing the ball 2 cushions. This is a very safe route and a wise shot. A little precipitous there in that shot. I thought he should have taken a little more time than what he did. He just
Yeah.
I don't know. It's starting to get to the later stages of the match, and this is an interesting part of the match. I was kind of curious
This is
to find
touchy
out.
right here. This is touchy. The 6 is big. You got to think about the 6 and all that stuff.
Okay, he
Have a tendency
fell a little
not to
short
hit
of
it
the
hard
mark
enough.
here. He fell a little short of the mark. He's going to have to apply inside English. Hit it softly. I don't like what he's done there.
Boy, he actually drew it.
I don't like what he's done there. Now, this angle is very deceiving. It's a difficult angle to play. He hit that extremely well. Okay, now the scratch on the break proved to be costly enough for 1 game, and Jim is going to be at the table breaking the balls. The score after game 21 is Kim Davenport 11, Jim Fusco 10.
Well, I haven't seen my buddy Woody. Where's Woody?
Rick, when you have time, why don't you go up to the stands and get Nick and Dick into the picture also, because they're up there, you know, they got the cheap seats up there.
Nick and Dick.
And Mark Wilson and Debbie Wilson are sitting up in the bleachers also.
A very handsome couple.
4 ball cross side. He has a shot on the 1. The balls are spread open
So
very
could-
nicely.
Could be a 2-game swing there.
Let's take a look at it. 1 and 2 in the same pocket, 3 in the side. Now we come to the 5 because the 4 is gone. The 3 to the 5 is definitely one of the keys to this rack. And then from the 6 to the 7, which shouldn't create that much of a problem, maybe another. But the 3 to the 5 is the key to the rack.
Wow.
It seems like he's played himself out of line on the 2.
He's okay, I guess. He has to come 2 rails around.
Yeah, but you don't want to be on that side of the 2. Because the 3, you have to really lie good on the 3.
Right. That's weak. That's weak.
That's what I'm talking about. If you lay that
That's
on the 2,
out of line, is what that is.
well, if he can cut it in the side, then that's ideal because he can apply right-hand English and spin around the 5 for position in the side. Now, keep in mind, he's an excellent...
Jimmy, bless his heart, he is.
He's trying. Right now, there's a lot of pressure out there for him.
Yeah.
And he's starting to get nervous again. I saw him with this similar demeanor when he was playing Massey in the semifinals. But keep in mind, he has an option here. He can bank it or cut it in the side. He's an excellent bank pool player.
Oh, he needs an angle.
Now, he's opted to shoot it in the side, which is probably the only pocket available at the time. This shot here is going to create a little more of a problem playing position for the 7. He didn't want to shoot it hard, or he runs the risk of missing the ball if he shoots it hard. That's why he came up short on the 7.
He's got a real tough shot here. He could end up right on top of the 9 or anything.
Well, myself, I play this twice across table. I stay above the side pocket. I don't want to come down table on this shot.
Well, yeah, that's
because the 9's out far enough to where you can go up and down the table. And I don't like coming back down table here. I don't like this because the 9's real big. But he's hit it really nicely.
Yeah, he took all the strain out of it. He took all the strain out of it with that shot.
And with this 9 ball, it'll knot up the match at 11 games apiece. Okay, there's Nick and Dick. Do you see, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's get a close-up of Nick and Dick. Okay, that's Nick to the left, and that's Dick to the right.
You think they're seriously watching this match? Now that's a couple of diehard sweaters right there.
And to the right of Nick and Dick, on the other side of the bleachers, we'll see Mark Wilson and his wife Debbie. Oh, you just missed him.
Oh, nothing. Dry. Came up dry, but if he doesn't get a kiss, ooh.
There's Mark Wilson and Debbie Wilson.
Very handsome couple right there. Nice lady. Nice man.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay too, Bill.
Thank you, buddy. Did you feel that you had to say that?
Well, I didn't want you to feel left out.
Or did you want to say that?
I didn't want you to feel left out. Well, my man, I believe I'd give this one back to him. I'd see if he had an invention here or something.
Well, I don't see what he can do here other than play the
don't either.
1-8 combination.
I'd say, go ahead. Have a turn.
What Jimmy's going to do is he's going to study it and study it and study it.
And then tell him to shoot.
And then he's going to study it again.
And then tell him to shoot.
And then he's going to give it back to him.
The only thing he's got here is 2 rails across for the 1.
No, he's going to study it, and then he's going to give it back to him.
You don't have nothing here. He told him to go. I don't blame him. I would have told him to go too. I'd say, okay, it's your turn. Boy, 11-11, I don't like shooting this.
No, I don't like shooting this either.
Boy.
He rolled it too.
Shoot.
He shot it like he owned that shot.
That's really a nice pool shot right there.
Certainly
Boy, you
is.
have to have more nerve than a high diver to shoot it.
He certainly do. Not that I ever was a high diver and don't even know how much nerve you have to have, but that's an awful, I imagine it's an awful lot.
Well, more nerve than a lion tamer. More nerve than the bomb squad.
Well, let me ask you, what's going to happen with this shot?
Well, if he can't get all the way down table here, I don't know. It seems to me like his game is down table from here. If you go into the 4, it's dangerous. If you go into the 9, it's dangerous. At least if you come down to the end, even if you come too far, you have a shot that's hard to counter off of.
I don't know what he's going to do here. From the angle that he has, it looks like he's going toward the 9. It looks like if he pockets the 2, he's going to go in between the 7 and 9 and just barely miss the 9.
If he happens to go into the back of the 3, good scratch. Boy, he hit it nice. This next one will be nice too.
Well, did you think he had to thread the needle to do that?
Yes, sir.
Well, he's got another needle he has to thread right now.
Right. Right there where he's at. He's got to do that, and then he's got to make another nice shot after that one. From the 3 to the 4 is a nice shot. From the 4 to the 5 is a very nice shot.
If he's able to run out this rack, he might be too tired to break the balls.
Okay, he got exactly where he wanted. Look at that. He couldn't have put it much closer.
Mm-hmm.
Now this.
A lot of work in this rack.
Do you draw into the 5 here?
You know, if I don't know if I do, because you're going to diminish the accuracy of the shot. I think I would just use a center ball, applying a right-hand English on it, and hitting it about as softly as I could. With the high ball, he might end up behind the 7 here. Oh, he avoided the contacting it. He avoided the 5 altogether. I didn't think he could do that.
That was the game stopper. The game winner right there.
There was more work in this rack than there is building the house.
Yes, sir.
And he's still not out of the rack.
He's pretty much out of it.
Yeah. All you got to do is put the doors on and he's through.
Right. Build a chimney, he's done. He's ready to move in. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a 3 taper. You know, he shoots that shot pretty good, but I don't like hitting this shot that particular speed with that particular English. You know what I mean? Not
Well,
a mean Vern?
I kind of like what he did. I like playing the shot the way he did.
Yeah.
And this shot here demands a lot of respect also. He has to make sure that he stays down and draws the ball straight back. Okay, I can safely say now that he's out of the rack, I think. What a rack.
What a rack. Billy, I think we're going to change the tape.
Do you think so?
Yeah,
Well,
I
let's
think we're
do it
going to
then.
change the tape. Let's change the tape. What do you say? And we are back. Wow.
Well, he
Wow.
pocketed the corner ball.
How'd the 6 do him?
Along with another ball. He pocketed the corner ball, and along with another one, he does have a shot on the 1. He can see the 1 ball. And that's all he needs to be able to see to pocket it, is just the edge of it, and for sure he can see that much. Now he could find himself going into the 2 here, so he has to be careful.
Nice shot there.
Yes, most certainly.
Very nice shot right there. The score is 12-11.
Yeah, this is crunch time. This is when Jimmy Fusco must perform.
Key wrench.
This is an interesting shot here. The 8-ball blocks off a large area of the table where you would like the cue ball to travel across. And if you try to draw around the 8-ball, you may find yourself quite a bit out of line. That's not that easy either. I like myself just forcing it 1 cushion toward the 6.
You don't like the 2-rail shot there?
I mean, to the left cushion, and I don't think he has. Does he have the angle for that?
Yeah.
Well, if he has the angle for that, most certainly I like that. He can avoid the 9?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he played 1 rail out. He had a lot deeper angle than we thought.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I liked that shot.
Just stop his ball, don't you?
Yeah, you don't need to do anything. You taught me that when you have position, no need to play it.
Right. When you have position, there's no need to play position.
Well, they made sure it didn't roll off, huh?
Mm-mm. $13-11. There's my man Woody and my son Nathaniel.
Put the camera on Woody and Nathaniel. There they are, running across the room. That's their son, the guy that looks just like Buddy. There he is in the orange shirt. The little boy, or the little man, I should say.
Yeah, he's a good boy too.
He certainly is. 122 pocketed balls by Kim Davenport to Fusco's 81. Jimmy Fusco shooting a 910, Kim Davenport shooting an 890.
They're both playing world class.
They certainly are. Oh,
Nothing. Oh, the 9.
He pounded him. He really hit him hard. Really hit him hard that time.
He's on the hill. On the hill.
Scores 14-11.
was a lot of relief in that front row over there. I saw Uncle Clint just lean back.
Grandma left. Where'd she go?
Uncle Clint and Aunt Sherry are all spouse now out there. Yeah, look at them. One more game. One more game. Uncle Yule and Aunt Bonnie over there to the right. Yeah. Nice shirt he has on too, isn't it?
Huh?
Nice shirt Kim has.
Yeah.
I like that shirt.
Well, Kim is a well-dressed young man.
He pounded him again. Watch out. Oh, my. Nothing comes easy, buddy.
Nothing.
Nothing has ever come easy for me.
Nada.
And apparently it's not coming easy for Kim.
Not, Well, do you think it's possible that Jimmy could win 4 in a row here?
Of course it's possible. Anyone can win 4 in a row if you get the shots.
You remember 2 years ago I was playing Earl here. We were in 3rd place to see who played in the finals. I had him 9-5.
I remember it well.
Broke the balls, didn't make nothing on the break.
That's the year Kim beat Earl in the finals.
Yep, and the next time I came to the table, it was 10-9, Earl's favor, and I was hooked.
And you weren't only hooked, you were hot and hooked.
I was a hot hooked rascal,
You
wasn't I?
certainly were.
Earl said I made a mistake. I didn't make a ball on the break.
Now you said you made a mistake, you didn't make a ball on the break.
No, you told me that Earl said that the mistake I
Oh,
made
yeah.
was not
Earl
making a ball on
said
the
that
break.
you made a mistake, that you didn't make a ball on
Right.
the break, right.
He didn't get enough angle here.
Yeah, he's got enough angle. He's going to swing 2 cushions. But you have to make sure that you come in short here.
Yeah. Huh?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's real nice there.
You gotta
Perfect
come
angle.
down.
Perfect angle. When you consider the position of the 7 and the 8, that's ideal. The only thing he has to do now is pocket the 5.
Yeah. And he did that. He's going to bump the 8. He's going to bump the 8 here. Going to try to knock it toward the upper left-hand corner. Like so.
Looked like he just threw a stick at that shot, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he just whacked it.
Well,
14-12.
That's one of the 4 racks. You asked me if you think I thought he could run. That's one of the 4.
He needs 3 more, though.
He needs 3 more.
Scores Davenport 14, Fusco 12, and the basketball game's in double overtime.
What did he say about that?
Double overtime.
Double overtime?
Sure, I wanted to bet the game over. Obviously, it went over. I don't know the score, but in double overtime, you would think that the game went over. They wouldn't let me make that bet here at the Sands. They said you can only make a bet with a total in a parlay. Wow, look at the balls raining in. And he doesn't come up. He hasn't come up with a shot.
Well, he got a combination.
I don't think he can play this combination.
You don't think so,
This
huh?
is too risky.
Yeah?
Absolutely, it's
Everything here is
If
risky.
he makes it, he wins this game. If he misses it, he loses the match.
Everything's risky here, Bill.
I don't like the combination.
Everything is risky here. What about the billard?
See, I don't like to lay the match against the game on a combination that carries the degree of difficulty that this one carries. I myself would opt to do something different, maybe play some sort of a safety.
I wonder what Grady would say to that.
I'll tell you what I would do. I would overcut the 1. sending it back to the bottom cushion and trying to bring the cue ball behind the 3.
In other words, you'd send the cue ball toward that corner down there.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would not play the combination here.
I wouldn't hit the shot you're
I
talking
don't-
about. You have to hit it too thin for that. He's playing the combination.
I don't like the gamble in playing the combination here. I'm sorry. If he plays it, he plays it. It's him. Oh, he played the safety this way. Look, he played the safety.
Yeah,
He didn't
was
play the ball.
ducking.
He was ducking.
That's a nice shot there.
Right.
That went way over my head.
Yes. Well, I wouldn't have played the combination because if you make the combination, you probably win this game. If you miss the combination, you lose the match.
Right.
So I'm not going to lay the match against a game on a combination that I don't know if I'm even money to make.
Right.
That's the way I perceive it, and that's what I would have done. I would have played some sort of a safety.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
In the air?
This is
The air
this
lanes?
is really truly an optimist here.
The airline?
To jump over 2 balls and manage to pocket the 1 and keep the cue ball on the table may be asking a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's asking a lot. Here we go.
And
The
he must,
kickaroo.
Yeah, he has to call the hit here because it may be close.
The kickaroo.
Scott Smith, the tournament director, right on top of the shot. He looks like he made it.
He's got to kick another one in.
But he's going to not, no, this is where he's going to get his jump cue out. He's going to jump it and try to pocket it in the side.
He may be able to hit enough of this ball to cut it in this corner over here.
That's a tough shot.
Well, yeah, but it's better than no shot, isn't it?
But he does have a shot. He can use his jump cue and pocket it in the side. Not a very easy shot either, is it?
It's not as near as easy as the one I mentioned. I'm thinking about coming up to your neck of the woods and playing some 3 cushion for 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, you can count me out.
No,
I don't play 3 cushion. He's going to use his jump cue. You mean to tell me I called this shot?
Yeah, but he's not playing the 2 in the side. He's just trying to hit it square and draw his ball back to up around that 4.
He's playing the 2 in the side.
No, he's well, man, he's drunk. That'd be a super shot right here. He ain't shooting that shot. No. He'll try to cut
buddy,
that
you know,
ball
I
over
really
here.
hate you.
He'll try to cut the 2 over here in the corner.
If he shoots the 2 in the corner, I'm leaving. Kim, if you shoot the 2 in the corner, I'm leaving. Buddy can't be right all the time.
The problem here is getting the cue ball out of the way.
I know. He could get the kiss before the entrance to the pocket.
Well, that's what he tried to do, Billy. See you later.
That's exactly what he tried to do. Yeah, it was a difficult shot.
This is no baby. This right here is, yeah, he's got to play the, he's got to play for position down here, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He can't play position for that side pocket,
Yes.
surely.
No, he can't do that. No.
No.
No, he can't do that. And it looks like he's absolutely perfectly straight in on this shot. He's going to have to like force draw it. Nicely done.
Well, he
Now
hit
that's
it.
a super shot.
Yes, it is.
That's
a
a super
great
shot. That's a super shot. He's really concentrating, and he's holding up quite well on my
Oh,
head.
he's holding up very well.
From his body language and his demeanor at the table, he was much more uncomposed when he played Massey.
He's hanging tough. He's not going to come along easy. He is not going to come along without
No.
a fight.
Believe me, he's hitting the balls really, really nicely.
This shot here's touchy. This shot here's
Remember the last time he stretched on a shot similar
Yeah.
to this? He failed to get position on the 2, and then Kim ran off 2 or 3 racks.
You come across?
Yeah, I don't force it. I force it just like he's done.
A nice shot. Well done.
He seems very relaxed. Well, there's a fine gentleman out there. That's Mr. Davenport. That's Kim's father. His name is Clarence. He was clapping when Jimmy made the 9. He's playing his son, so therefore, you know, I really have to commend them for his sportsmanship.
Very nice people. Very nice people. Okay, here's a shot we all overlooked. Here he's hitting the inside of the 4 ball. Comes to the inside of it. The 4 comes out as a blocker. The cue ball comes between the 2 and 3. Perfect shot. Beautiful pool shot right there.
It certainly is, and he got rewarded for it because he went on to win that game and come to within 1 game closer to the lead of 13-14.
$14 to 13. This is about as close a finals as I've seen lately.
And if Jimmy Fusco happens to win this game, which he's already won 2 out of the 4, you asked me if he could win, the final will even be closer.
Oh, looky. He has a shot at the 8, I believe.
Well, he has a shot at the 8.
Give us a close-up of the 1-8. The 1-8. See what we have.
He has a shot at the 8. He has a bank cross-side on the 1.
And he has
a billiard on the 2, and he has a duck.
Yes, he can duck.
So there's 4 things that he can do.
He can duck behind the 6 and the 8. And the tension mounts. This is a very interesting shot right here. What do you do, Buckaroo? You make sure you hit it soft enough to keep the 1 on that side, but you have to hit it hard enough to draw it. So what do you do, Bill?
What shot is he playing? Is he playing the combination?
Nah, I think he's ducking. He's ducking right there.
Well, you shoot the 1, but, well, I don't know how he's going to do this.
Well, shooting it the way he's thinking about there, if he nips the 2,
you got to control the 1 ball
across,
here.
Right. If he nips the 2 and the 1 comes across, Kim will have a shot.
Wow. He played the bank on the 1.
Which was a great shot.
Yeah.
Which was a great shot.
Good shot.
Boy.
Not only did he play the bank on the 1, he was able to put Kim behind the 8.
Well, if he'd have made that one, he would have tied it up.
That's for sure, and that's why it was a great shot, because he saw the value in the shot. Not only did he have a chance to hook Kim, but if in the event that he pocketed the 1 cross-side, this match would have indeed been tied up at 14 apiece. Not that the remaining balls are a given that he would run out with the way they're positioned, because there is a little difficulty out there with the 4 lying on the cushion.
Right. Well,
you can't
this
kick
shot
this
here is
hard.
going to tell the tale.
You don't want to kick this hard. You got to kick it at the speed for safety. Oh, you almost kicked it in the side.
I think he's jacked him up.
I think he's got a little relief there, not much.
He has jacked him up. Now he may be able to hit the cue ball without elevating his cue.
You know, but he's very, very calm, you know, and it's really surprising to me that he was able to calm himself like this, and I feel strongly that he's going to come with this shot.
If he makes this shot, he's got a perfect angle to play position on the 4, which is the key. Rail first, the old veteran way. Now he's got another one he's got to roll.
Now the 7 becomes an awfully big ball here. He's got to clear the 7, and the cue ball looks like it's going to come in the vicinity of the 7.
Here's where the nerves start showing up, boys.
He seems awfully calm.
Yes,
I don't know.
does. Yes, he does. He's really playing solid pool.
Very deliberate style. He's thinking, well, he's got it together.
He hit it too soft.
No, he's cleared the 7. Not only did he clear the 7, he's in the optimum position to pocket the 4 and then to drift down table off of the side cushion for position for the 5.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Jimmy. he's so nervous. Look at him. Boy, he's so glad that shot's over, I'm telling you. You hit it with a draw shot, Bill?
I don't know. I don't know if you draw this. He might go forward here.
How's he looking?
Well, it looks like he may have 3 of the 4 games you asked me if he could get.
That was
And if he's able to put down the remaining 4 balls here, as comfortable as he appears to be, and relaxed as he appears to be, and as well as he's been breaking the balls, I'd have to make him a favorite.
He'll go forward here, won't he?
Yeah, well, he should, but it doesn't much matter.
Sure, it matters. You want to be able to get to the 9.
Yeah, well, if, you know, either angle would have sufficed, but this naturally is a better angle.
Okay, let's go back to the shot that really won this game for him, Bill.
And I'd like to add something to that. Before the match started,
Here you are.
he realized it.
Here you are. He don't want to make the 2 now. Understand that. He does. All right, he doesn't want to make the 2, but he has a shot to win the game, right there, and plus to lock him up behind the 8 if he misses it. He came so close to winning that game on that shot, which eventually did win him the game.
Right. So his management at the table
Has been
and his
superb.
safety play and his banking skills have enabled him to be tied up with Kim Davenport, one of the premier 9-ball players in the world today, at 14 games apiece. Only 1 remaining game to see who wins the title here at the Sands Open.
There's been more hill matches at this tournament than any of them I believe I've ever been to. Seems like every match is a hill match.
The last match he was in was a hill match against Mike Massey in the semifinals, 13-12.
Yeah. Let's see how he breaks them.
He took off something off the break. He let up a little bit with the velocity.
Uh-oh. Kim's dead, though. Looks like he's got a perfect hook. Looks like he can just stick right there, Bill. Is the 1 pointed right at the 8?
I don't know if it is or not. The angle that I have, I really can't distinguish whether or not it's aiming at the 8 or what. It's going to be close. Kim certainly feels that he's at a great disadvantage by his demeanor. It doesn't seem like he's too happy about the results.
Boy, the worst thing in the world could happen here is he accidentally lucked the 1 in off the 8.
With the double kiss?
Yeah, the double kiss. The double kissy.
You know, you were so close to calling that.
He's got a shot.
And
He's straight in.
It looks like he's left Kim a shot.
He's straight in.
He's left Kim a shot.
Let us look at the cue ball on the 8.
Well, he's given Kim the opportunity now to control his own destiny.
All he's got is shoot and stick.
It was a blunder of this nature, this type of a blunder on Jimmy's part that probably cost him the championship. One of his fortes is safety play, and it abandoned him at the very last moment. Now it's up to Kim Davenport to take the match away from Fusco after Fusco was in perfect position to steal the match from Davenport, trailing 14 games to 11. He found himself in perfect position to steal it from Davenport, and his safety play abandoned him. Now Kim Davenport's offensive skills has to be what's going to win it for him right now.
Well, we said this would be a close match, and close it is.
I don't think you could get a match any closer.
No.
At least not by the score.
No. Good form. Really super form. Oh, it got away from him a little.
It certainly got away from him. It certainly got away from him. He's got some work now.
Nah, he'll stick him behind the 3 here.
I don't know. Kim is a very offensive-minded young man.
Yeah, but man, it looks so nice though right here, just to stick him behind the 3, just to close it out right here.
You don't close it out if you stick him behind the 3.
Here, put him behind the 3.
But you don't close it out if you
No,
put him
but
behind the 3.
No, but I believe he likes shooting, putting him behind the 3 better than he does shooting.
Well, it looks like he's. What is he doing?
I have not a clue.
He's got a corner pocket. This is like Mike Massey's trick shot.
Oh, man.
Elevates, jumps the 2 ball over the 3 ball. What a finale.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, it would be.
I don't think so. Not this time.
No, he's gonna. When Jimmy comes to the table, he's gonna be behind the 3. The only thing that could keep him from being behind the 3 is if Kim doesn't hit it hard enough to hit a rail.
I've done that.
Oh, I have too.
I sure hate to admit it, but I've done that.
Look here, what's he doing?
I don't know what he's doing, and now I really don't know because Scott stepped
He's
right in
shooting
front
at
of
the
me.
3. He's shooting a combination on the 3 or something.
No. Shooting a combination 2-3.
That's what he was looking at, I
is
guarantee.
really being optimistic.
Now, what he may be doing is playing the 2. Now he's playing the 2 in the side.
What he's really doing is
What he's
building
looking at. I figured out
suspense.
what he was looking at. I
That's
figured
what
out
he's
what
really
he was
doing.
looking at. He's looking at the 2 off of the 7. The 2 off of the 7 is what he was looking at. When he was elevated up in the air there. He's got a duck here. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, one thing for sure that he's done is he's created enough suspense in this room to last for a long, long time.
Yeah. Well, he's thinking about shooting it. I would never shoot this. He's jacked up over the 9.
Well, he's going to shoot it. You know he's going to shoot it. He went
I
over
would
to
never
get some
shoot it.
ice
I can't believe
to
he's
cool
gonna shoot it
himself.
either.
He's
I don't
well, he's definitely going to shoot it.
think so. Huh?
Yes,
I s-
absolutely.
Until he shoots, I think he'll end up behind the 3.
And he's going to go 3 cushions with the cue ball around the 8-4. Yes, he is.
I could never believe that he shot that shot like that. Could never believe that he shot that shot like that. Jimmy's looking to tie something
I'll
up.
tell you what. It's a shame that Jimmy didn't come up with a shot. An ill-fated Jim Fusco standing in disbelief at the table looking at what just happened. He can't believe that Kim shot the shot.
Yeah, he said, I wish you'd have made it. He told Kim, I wish you'd have made it.
Well, he certainly is ill-fated. For Kim Davenport to try such a courageous shot.
Why don't he consider 1 rail at the 2? Shooting at the end rail up there.
Yeah, I would do that. Then he could reach it and he could hit the 2 with some speed. Let's just stay here at the table here. This is very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, he's kicking 2 rails at it.
I don't like the 2 real kick
I don't
because he
either.
can't move the 2 ball any distance.
I don't like it either.
Look at here. Does he have a pocket?
Does he have a pocket?
Does he have a pocket?
You have a shot?
It's close. It's close whether or not he has a pocket. And the suspense grows.
Let's move up to it and look and see if we got a pocket.
Now he's looking at the corner. Well, he's throwing his hands up and like half disgustingly saying that, no, I don't have a pocket, but he really can't complain. He really can't complain
Rick
because
says he has a pocket up in the corner.
he got a really fortuitous roll the last time he was at the table when he missed the
Boy,
2.
what you talking about? Well, I think right here would be a good time to bank it 1 rail across behind the 7.
Yeah, you definitely have to play safe here.
1 rail across behind the 7, and maybe, just maybe, put your cue ball behind the 3.
Definitely a classic this match is definitely be a classic match here. You know, particularly this rack.
I'd have to duck here. I just
Yeah,
couldn't.
you have to duck here.
I couldn't stand it. I'd have to. I know I wouldn't have enough nerve to shoot at anything. I don't know. I would shoot across the side here.
I don't think he has room to shoot cross side.
That's an option.
I don't think so. Even if he did have an angle to do that, I don't know if it would be wise to do that. You have to cross it, then there's traffic at the other end of the table. You're going to have to control the cue ball. You could run into the 7 with the cue ball. Find yourself behind the 9. He's got to play safer.
Yeah. He's got to duck. He's got to duck.
If they were paying time for shooting this tournament, the billiard room owner would make a lot of money with the bill.
Are you kidding?
I mean, this has really taken a long time. We might go into the 3rd tape. 4th tape? It took even longer than I thought.
That's the shot.
That's the shot is right.
That's the shot. You know, he may have a shot here. He may have a shot off of the 7.
Okay, while he ponders what he needs to do here, we're going to change the tape, so let's get with it. Okay, we're back in action, and what he's looking to do is he's looking to kick behind the 2 and hopes to carom the 2 off of the 7 into the upper left-hand corner pocket.
That's the shot.
Now, a lot of good things can happen for him on this shot, buddy. Don't you agree?
Yeah, he could win the match with it.
And what else can happen?
Well, he could get safe. He don't want to hit it too full. That would be the problem with this, is hitting it too full. What's he done? What's he done? What has he done? Oh, my goodness.
And the suspense continues.
My goodness.
I tell you what,
he didn't miss that ball but
play.
about that much. He didn't miss that ball very far. He really hit a nice shot at it. He wasn't going to hit it too full, that's for sure.
How do you play this shot here?
Oh, man. I try to kick it over to the other side of the table.
And draw the ball softly, or what?
Just stick it. You're dead here. You're dead.
You don't really have much of a future from this position.
No. Just kick it over to the other side of the table, maybe hook him behind the 7. What else are you going to do? Maybe
he's trying to go on top of it.
Now, that's a shot to cross over it and maybe try to get the cue ball behind the 7. He may have that.
That's a lot more difficult to execute. That shot is
That's what he's looking at. That's what he's looking at.
He may be looking at it, but I think that your shot is a better shot than the latter, than to come across the top of the 2 and hopes to get him behind the 7.
Yeah, you might even miss the whole 2 doing that.
You know, I don't like that shot. I like your shot of drawing it, of setting the 2 cross table.
You mean just sticking it?
Yeah,
there?
sticking it and trying to draw the ball a little bit. He has to make sure he doesn't hit. No, he hit on top of the 2.
He's liable to get safe. No.
Well, there it is. there's a definitely the door has opened now for Jim Fusco to win this.
It sure
to
has.
win this tournament.
It sure has.
And there's a disgruntled Tim Davenport sitting in this chair wondering why did that have to happen to him? Why did that cue ball take one revolution more? Why? If he can attain a straight in angle, a straight in shot on the 4, if he can attain the straight in shot on the 4, it's just connect the dots.
Boy, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, he looks better than good right now. He's got a perfect angle on the 7 to play natural position for the 8.
I believe he has won this tournament. I believe he has won this tournament.
He's checking the pocket to see if there's any balls there, because he doesn't want the 8 to come back out.
Oh, do you see what he done? Oh man.
He'll spin this. Well, really,
Oh man.
you know, Kim Davenport played extremely well throughout this entire tournament, and the entire Davenport family. Notice how nice they are. They're all getting up applauding Jim for his great comeback and his performance here in the finals.
10,000. Give a hand for Kim Davenport, please. Runner up. Come on, let's hear it. A great match. They were tied 8 times. On behalf of Barbara Woodward and Gene Starr, we'd like to invite everybody to stick around if you want. We're going to give away some money.
I don't think we'll have a chance for an interview, do you?
Absolutely.
We will?
Come on, let's hear it. Jimmy Fusco and Kim Davenport, 15-14. Mark your calendar, December 3 through the 12th, the next penalty right here.
You know, it's disappointing for Kim Davenport not to have won this tournament. And you know, you don't want to side with anyone and say, well, I'm glad that Jimmy won or I'm glad that Kim won, but it's always nice to see an older player, a seasoned player.
Oh, what a nice picture.
You know, that's supposedly should have been out of the picture, come back and win a tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at that look. Look at that look on Jimmy's face. Right there on the freeze. That's a look of determination, isn't it?
That's just wonderful. I'm really happy for him.
I am. Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice to see a veteran player. Not that he's all that old, but of course, you know, he dropped out of the tournament scene for a long time, and to see him come back and compete against the best players in the world and win a tournament is really something special.
Okay, I got it.
Wait, 1 second, please. I need a cigarette. Relax, I'm real nervous. All right?
He just said that he has to light a cigarette. He says he's just too nervous. I gotta take a drag just to feel that smoke going down my chest.
Jimmy Fusco's going to go in the booth with Billy and Buddy and just do a short interview, then we'll take some pictures.
Here comes Jimmy now.
Well, Jimmy,
Congratulations. Congratulations, bub. It's on.
Well, Jimmy, congratulations, and I would give anything to feel the way you feel right now, because I kind of have a feeling how you feel. You dropped out of the tournament scene for a long time, and you know that you're a very, very quality player, and just to get out there and compete against the best players in the world is really something, and to win against the best players in the world is really special.
Well, thank you, Billy. Buddy, thank you. I don't think it hit me yet. You know, you're saying you give anything to feel like I feel right now. Maybe later you'll give anything to feel like I feel. It really didn't hit me yet.
You know what I think you've done really well there, Jimmy, is two things that won you that match. One, you banked very well. But two, the second most important part of that match is you managed your opportunities very well. And you put yourself in positions to win all the time by your managing ability. What did you think of that?
Right. Well, I couldn't make a ball on a break at first, and he was making balls on a break. But like you said, trying to manage the game. I was trying to, you know, play safe when I could and try and leave him safe and have a shot if I make the ball. Or
Right.
I'd like to ask you a question. In the semifinals.
Anyway, great shooting, Bub. I know you're excited and you're wanting to go celebrate and you're wanting to party a little bit. Congratulations. Best of luck to you in the next tournaments. We're looking forward to seeing you here, bud.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I'd like to ask you a couple questions, Jimmy. In the semifinal match against Mike Massey, you had a completely different demeanor at the table. You were very, very nervous at the table, and I was afraid that it might carry over into the finals. You know, it was a possibility that feeling that you had in the semifinals may have carried over into the finals, because you really did play a subpar performance in the semifinals, yet you were able to win. But when you went into the finals, you were a little nervous at first, but midway through the final match, you started to relax, and particularly during the end, near the end, when you got about 9 or 10 games, you really felt a deep concentration at the table, and I noticed it, and I mentioned it to Buddy. I said, he's very calm right now, and I feel he's going to do really well. He's very calm right now, and from that point on, you played perfectly.
Billy, you're exactly right. I was really nervous against Mike Massey. I got attributed to a couple of things. I had just got up a couple hours before that. I wasn't really up that long, but I'm normally nervous anyway, but I was a little extra nervous during that match. But you're 100% right. Against Kim in the final match, for some reason, I settled down. I felt really confident. When I went to the table, I knew I was going to get out. I just felt really confident. But you're 100% right. Right in the middle of the match, I wasn't that nervous from the beginning, nowhere near as nervous as I was against Massey, but when it come to the middle of the match, I really relaxed and had a lot of confidence, and I focused in, and I just something happened where I just felt like I was going to play
You
good.
played a little better than world class. You shot over 900. You shot a 915 or 914.
919. It's on the screen right here, buddy. You shot a 919.
919. That's
only missing 4 balls out of 114 pocketing. You pocketed 114 balls, only missing 4, and a race to 15. That's definitely above world-class speed.
That'll beat a lot of people.
And you did beat a lot of people. You beat some quality players. You beat some true champions this tournament. You beat Earl Strickland, Jose Perica, Nick Varner, and then Kim Davenport in the finals. So you certainly earned the right to be up here talking with us, and you certainly earned to win this championship.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm thrilled to death, and thank you very much, both of you.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay,
Thank you.
Jim, I'm awfully happy for you. Congratulations again. Well, buddy, it's like I said before, I don't want to seem redundant, but I'm really happy for him, and to see a veteran player or a player Jimmy's age who has dropped away from the tournament scene for some time and then come back and win certainly is an inspiration to players like myself and other older players. And
He just went over, and Kim's whole family congratulated him, one at a time.
And they are a very fine family, by the way.
Yes, they are.
You know, they showed a lot of class out there when they stood up and applauded for Jim Fusco, not only during the match, but particularly after the match when he won.
Right. Well, Bill, I've enjoyed it, son.
I enjoyed it also, buddy.
All righty.
It's always a pleasure to work with the best.
Okay, thank you.
On behalf of Buddy Hall, this is Bill in Incardona saying thanks a lot for supporting Accu-Stats, and I know you've enjoyed this tape. Call Pat Fleming at home right now. He's probably by the phone, and ask him for some other matches that you might enjoy. 1-800-828-0397.